First, just like I told them Hawks fans who was over here bothering people, y'all still ain't going to no Super Bowl, and you'd be lucky to make the playoffs. And if you do get the playoffs, it will be continued shame. Hawks fans, I just want to address you for another second. Did you see what happened there at the end of the game? You see, this is only a sample of what's to come. You went out there and you manhandled my boy CJ. You manhandled my offensive line. All of them guys, most of those guys are going to be leaving next year. Well, hopefully, maybe only a couple. I don't want to start my whole offensive line trading again. Daniel Kilgore is gone, and there will be some changes. Laken Thompson won't be there. He won't be there to be pushed around next year. So you got a little sample of what to expect in the last minute of the game. That's all right. You got to weigh again. We'll enjoy watching you get your brains beat out in the playoffs if you happen to get in as a wild card, which I don't have a feeling about that either. So you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and gloat and clown and have a good time. It ain't no big thing. Meanwhile, man, we got some complaining to do about other people not named C.J. Beathard. Ooh, that offensive line. And the secondary did a decent job, but there were some things that I see. You know what really burns me up? I can't really get mad at Dante Johnson because he actually did a couple of things that I had to be impressed with. That tackle he made I didn't even know that was him. I thought it was Reuben Foster. So, it's hard to get mad at Dante Johnson like you want to because somewhere during the course of the game, he finds a way to make at least one play to get up off of him. I want him gone. I need an opposing guy. The Witherspoon is going to get better and better. So I ain't worried about him. So we got things to do and collect. Let's go ahead and get everybody on in here. Salvador is out. Salvador's out at the park. Let's go to Salvador right now.
Ooh, I'm on live. What's up, Ronbo?
Yo, Salvador, man. Hey, Salvador, we're looking through the stands, man. Was it crowded out there with the 49er fans? Because, I saw the last quarter. It looked like it emptied out. I figured that was nothing but Hawks and Hawks fans and you.
No. All the Niner fans, man, they started taking off about 9 minutes into the fourth quarter because we were just 3-0. But
yeah,
let me tell you, once Jimmy entered the game, the stadium erupted.
Yeah,
none of the players were having none of it though because they thought we were cheering on CJ getting hurt. So I saw Eric Reid. A lot of the assistants, man, they were talking shit to some fans at the lower level. So
hey, I hope fans. Wait, Salvador, were fans talking shit about CJ?
Well, I mean, I don't know if they were talking shit, but they were. I want to say they were cheering on Jimmy coming into the game, but
I'm hoping that's what it was.
The way it seems, they were cheering CJ getting hurt.
Oh man, because
but you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to cheer your quarterback, whoever's the quarterback.
And Salvador, all the abuse he's taken in the last 5 weeks, please don't tell me people
that
out
last
there
play,
booing.
man, he just went down. He couldn't get up.
I'm ashamed, man. I hope you're right. I hope they were cheering Jimmy G coming in and not CJ going out. That is disturbing.
Like none of the Niner players were having it on the sideline. Like Eli Harold, Eric Reid, like I saw them looking back and they were like waving their hands. They were like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like,
good.
It was getting kind of hostile right there, and I was like, "Man, this is not good." But just the stadium, it felt electric once number 10 touched the field. The way those man.
Yeah, I knew. I said, we got to get ready for it. But that's why it's probably wasn't good to put him out there now. But the game was over, and CJ got hurt because I wanted CJ to finish the game. Jimmy G's got time. There's no need to test him. The coaches already know. But give fans a chance to do that to CJ. That sucks. I just ruined my day. Oh man, come on, guys. We don't need to do that. That's terrible.
That's the blunder of the day. But I mean, we got to see the future.
Well, yeah. Anyway, I just hope CJ's okay because it looked like did it look like a knee, Salvador? I thought his knee looked like he was limping.
I don't know. It probably was. I don't know the exact injury he got, but he got banged up.
And hopefully it's nothing but a sprain, if anything. So we'll see.
And designated driver.
Look at that dude.
Or directions to
what
a parking lot
Salvador
or
walking away
assistance
from
with your
Levi's.
departure.
Another loss.
The assistance of a Levi Stadium representative.
All right, Salvador, man, appreciate you calling in, man. We got a bunch of people want to say things tonight. I'll talk to you later, okay?
All right, see you later, Ronbo. I'll watch later.
Yeah. Salvador catching the action at Levi's Stadium. Well, it's such a sad affair. Because if there's any team we got to beat, I don't care. If we didn't beat the Hawks, I don't care if we lose the rest of the season. Just beat the damn Hawks. They escaped again. They look like crap. The Seahawks didn't have anything going out there. Russell Wilson flying out of the pocket, making his typical plays, which is a good thing. I'm just looking forward to seeing what happens next. Hey, Kenny.
What up, Ronbo?
Yo, man. Yeah, we're just reflecting on
I
what
never
happened.
turn off a game or never leave early like that, even when we're losing or no matter what our record it is. And I left early, man, and missed the Jimmy G.
Yeah,
man.
You can watch the replay though, can't you? Or,
yeah, I recorded it, but still, I like to cheer on with all you guys.
Yeah, that was an amazing moment. I mean, he didn't have it I think there was less than a minute left, and Jimmy G came out there. I mean, the dude has got he's running, fingers going up in the air. He's controlling the offensive line real quick. He's putting people into place. And Jimmy G's out there like he's been out there for years. Jimmy G sets it. He gets a guy off to the sideline pattern. Boom, hits him. They rush up to the line because they're running out of time real quick. The pressure's coming to Jimmy G's right. He's watching downfield. You can't even tell. He knows that pressure's coming. He dances to his left in the pocket. He finds the receiver. Boom, touchdown, 49ers. Look at that. Look at that.
That's tight.
So, whoa. So he's going to be ready.
I do have a couple things, though, man. That Robert Saleh, man, dude, that every time they showed John Lynch up in that box, all I can think about is, man, that's where Robert Saleh should be, up in that box, so he can watch the offense and what they're doing and plan a defense on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can't see all that from down on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's to me, it seems like he's just still in practice mode, like he's still evaluating players on the defense from the ground.
And
it's
he
like,
might be, too.
Get up there in that box, man.
Yeah, he might be. He had one play where he had Ronnie Blair running downfield with a tight end. See, there's something schematically wrong with what they're doing. Ronald Blair is not supposed to be going back in coverage. I commend him for trying, but that was a dead meat play from go. There's got to be some changes made in that scheme.
And I didn't like Tank Carradine's play either, man. He looks really slow, dude. And like
out of shape. I don't know what he was doing while
out
he was
of shape, slow, and
weak
like that's a
tackling.
roster spot. If he's gonna be like that, we need to get him out of there and get ourselves an offensive lineman from somewhere.
Well, he didn't look that bad before he got hurt, though. He looked terrible today. And he grabbed Russell Wilson, and Wilson got away. I said, Tank, you? Yeah. I can see that from somebody else, or a cornerback or something. You? No. So, yeah, you're right. He pissed me off.
Yeah, that dude Marsh looked really good, and Witherspoon looked good, man. I like Witherspoon, dude. He's gonna be good, man.
Yeah, he's gonna get better too. Did you see the attitude? He had attitude on him after being one play. Okay, good. That's when you start acting like that, that means you know what you're doing. You're in charge. I loved it.
Yeah. And whoever the offensive line coach is, man, that dude needs to be slapped.
And
straight up.
And maybe fired, because if that offensive line continues to look like that, it may not be the alignment as much as it is the coach. Something's really, really wrong with that offensive line. I agree.
Straight up, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go home and watch the replay. I got to drive a couple 100 miles though, and then I'll be back later on tonight, and then I'll watch it and call in tomorrow and let you know what I think. But anyways, man, brick by brick, baby.
That's right.
We just laid the foundation today in the fourth quarter.
Yo.
Watch out, Seattle. We gave you this year. You ain't getting next year, buddy.
Have a great night, Kenny. Drive carefully, bro. Talk to you later.
All right.
And Sean, come on in, Sean.
Yeah, bruh.
Oh, man. It's the Hawks again, Sean. We meet in the same zone that we met in for year after year for 8 games in a row. They did it again.
Mm-hmm. Oh. There's some people in life. There's some people in life that love to win. And there's motherfuckers like me that hate to lose.
Oh, you
understand what I'm saying? So it's fuck, Ronbo. I get like in this weird depression state when we lose to the Seahawks. You know what I mean? I get like to this weird funk. It's not like losing to any other team. You know what I'm saying? It's on a whole nother level when we lose to the Seahawks. But
I understand.
one thing I want to talk about real quick is Marsh, man. The way they were just fucking draped all over this guy, holding him like crazy. So the league understands who this guy is. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
This dude Marsh, man. He's I'm not saying he's the biggest threat, but the fucking guy's he's got some talent, he's got some knowledge, he's got some wisdom, and I can count 6 or 7 plays where they were just holding the shit out of him. I mean, just he's throwing his hands up like, yo, what's going on? You know what I mean? But never nothing, man. Never nothing. Witherspoon, he's going to get better. He needs to muscle up a little bit. Not too much where he loses flexibility and dexterity, but he needs to muscle up a little bit. He ran right into McAvoy and got his ass laid on his back.
You know what I mean? Adrian Kovacs, it's a different story because Adrian comes over to help out.
No, I got you, but hey, anything can happen like today where Adrian Colbert wasn't there.
I know, and it did.
You got to be able to stand on your own too sometimes.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but hey, I'm not beating up Witherspoon. He's getting better. It's showing that he's getting better. And man, the first play of the game with Eric Reid, I thought we were on to something. Buddy.
Yeah,
I really did. I thought we were on to something.
I did too.
I said, here we go, and then we just went flat. And
tired.
Yeah. You know, just went flat. And man, CJ Beathard going down. His body's finally fucking breaking down after all the punishment he's taken behind the O-line. And Kilgore's out of here. You can fucking forget about it. There's nothing he can say or do for the rest of the season to save his ass. He's gone. That's it. Forget about it. Yep.
Yep.
So with Jimmy G coming in at the end of the game, I like what I saw to Jimmy G.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, he's
gonna start against the Bears. He's gonna come back to his hometown and get it done. You know, so this is where he's gonna start. Real quick, let me see what else I got. What do you got for me, Ronbo? Real quick.
Yeah, no, I didn't really.
Something I want to say real quick.
Go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off real quick, but I'm gonna say this. Here's one thing that I don't understand. When Kyle Shanahan played Seattle last year, what's the one thing that worked offensively for him?
Run game.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Not just that, but the 3 tight end set. Their percentage ratio with the 3 tight end set was ridiculous, and we didn't touch that today.
Sean, do
not
we have
all,
3 tight ends?
Not whatsoever.
Do we? You know what? Our guys aren't ready for that yet. This is the thing. The development is going really slow.
I got you. But still, man, if that's something that really worked for you last year, that's something that, and you know you're going to play Seattle at least twice a year, that's something that you better emphasize because you know it worked for you when you were in Atlanta playing Seattle in the playoffs. If you know that worked for you and you know you're going to play Seattle at least twice a year, hey, bro, you need to emphasize on that. You need to work on that. That's something that you need to build. You need to build upon that.
And Sean, you
that's something that we didn't use.
And the thing is, Sean, that works for everybody because even Blaine Gabbert zipped into the end zone against Seattle when he used McDonald and Garrett Selleck. And Sean, and you're right, Kyle knows this. They're not that good against tight ends. So, you know, Kyle has got to look at his playbook and make some, with what the talent he has, and make some better adjustments. You can't do things with the wrong talent. Apply what you can.
So I think moving forward, knowing that he's got, and the way that they've talked and the way that John Lynch talked, they know that, you know, they really want Jimmy G to be the guy, obviously. But I think this is where Kyle Shanahan's going to start putting his best foot forward for Jimmy G. We obviously know they're going to go and build a solid offensive line. And a solid offensive line just doesn't come in one season. That's something that's going to be built upon some veterans, some rookies out of the draft. Obviously, year 2, that offensive line will be dynamite. But one thing that he's going to start working on, man, I know he's going to start working on these tight ends and things like that. So we just might pick something up out of the draft or pick up a veteran. Because what do we got? We got Kittle, Selleck. We got goddamn Logan Paulson. You know what I mean? So we just offensive line, tight ends is what's going to do it. We might pick up 1 or 2 wide receivers, but this is the year where we go offensive line and offensive weapons to set up Jimmy G so Kyle Shanahan can put his best foot forward with this new offense that they're developing, man.
That's it.
That's all I'm going to say.
All right. See you tomorrow night on Raw, Sean. Have a great night, man. Sean the Jeweler.
Hey, go ahead. Whatever shots you guys take, I'm going to eat my crow tonight. I'm going to take my shot, and you know what? I'm going to take my shots, and I ain't going to come at you on Monday Night Raw, bro. I'm just going to sit back, take my shots, play the rope-a-dope. All right, bro. Over and out.
You got to give me that rope-a-dope. All right. Hey, Daniel.
Yo.
Daniel, here we are.
What's up, Ronbo?
We're back in this routine again. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm tired of this.
Oh, my God.
It's become a routine, and we just can't break it, man.
But it's all right. It's
Yeah,
going to
it
be
is.
all right, Ronbo, because they're on their way out,
They know
and we're on our way in, man.
Mm-hmm. And they're talking major smack
You know what
going
I'm
out,
saying?
too. I know. I know. It's just a matter
Yeah,
of-
man, because I'm over here listening to all the comments from all these Seahawks fans. Are coming out here looking for us, and they're talking all this smack, and you know what I'm saying? They got nothing going for them, and they know it. You know what I mean? They have their little glory, their little 3-year run or whatever. But you know, we're building, man. You know, we got a bright future going on. You know, to all the Niner fans and all that, and we got to be a little bit patient. It's not from one day to the next, but you know, we got a bright future going on, and we're gonna be all right, man.
I know it. You got me. I'm listening, man, because like the Hawks fans know, and they know they got too many guys 30 years old. Those injuries they got on the bench. I mean, those guys they're not going to stop being injured, and they're going to linger just like next year.
Right.
So you know, I'm looking forward to
That's
next
right,
season.
man. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, man. You know what? This season I was kind of optimistic. I thought we were going to get at least six wins.
Same here.
It's not too late yet. We might end up with 3 or 4. But you know what, man? It's all right, man. It's gonna be all right, man. It's all gonna be good, man. We're building, and you know, the little show that Jimmy gave us right before the end of the game was
Pretty amazing.
pretty impressive, right?
Yeah, that was outrageously amazing. I was hoping that would happen, but you know, I was fantasizing. Like I felt like I was fantasizing, and boom, he made it happen. I said, Jesus Christ,
Man, me too. I saw it too, man. I saw it happening. I called it too, man. But I really hope they don't start him next week, man.
Same
maybe
here.
the last
I don't want him
2
out there
games.
either. I really don't.
I don't. Yeah, man. We don't got the protection, man. We don't got the people up front to guard the boy. You know what I mean? But
Daniel,
I don't know, man.
But Daniel, did you see though? Did you see how he was watching the end zone to see who was going to have the finally break free? Right? Did you notice how Jimmy was watching the end zone, but he seemed to feel that pressure coming, and he moved away from it like a ghost. I was like impressed.
My God,
I said, "Look at him! That dude skated
you're
right
born with
out
that.
of that." It with no problem, like he knew they was coming, as if to say, "Don't worry about it, I got him." He found his man and drilled him.
God, that's so beautiful.
It's
awesome, man. It's awesome. It's exciting, man. But at the same time,
Belichick Brady product.
I feel like we just need to hold back a little bit and not rush the guy. You know what I mean?
Same here. I'm
just
cool.
You know, we don't got the people up front to take care of him right now. So you know, he doesn't have the weapons. You know, so I just feel like, you know, we just need to hold back. Maybe start him one more, you know, start him an actual game, maybe against the Rams, hopefully, because I live in LA and I'm going to go to that game.
Yeah.
So,
that's what I'm telling you, man.
Maybe one game, man. But I mean, I don't want to throw him in the fire just yet. You know what I mean? I mean, just, you know, kind of ease him into the game, you know, and we're going to be all right, man. We're going to be straight. It's been a rough couple seasons, but we're going to be all right. You know what I mean?
3 seasons.
Yeah, 3 seasons. Yeah, my bad. That's right. That's right, man. But it's all right. We're gonna be all right, man.
I agree.
Look, the important thing is that the Seahawks are on their way down, and we're on our way back up.
That's what I'm loving.
And we still beat the Rams. The Rams still can't beat us. So what?
Yeah. The refs did.
Good?
Last game, no, really, you're right. The refs did. 39 points on that ass, and the referee did just enough to stop us from getting a field goal position. But then everybody be putting yourself in position so the referees can do that. And I just want to just drop kick dudes every time they say that, you know. But anyway, that's good.
Yeah, man.
We're ready for him, Daniel. All right, hey, Daniel, come on back tomorrow night, man. Let's do some Raw together, man. You got time, all right?
Yeah, man. It'll be my first time. Hopefully, I'll get to make it, man. But you know what, Ronbo, right before you let me go, man, I want to just thank you for putting this show together and putting all these Niner fans together. Like one of your last callers said, hey, you know what? You got to be from the Bay Area to root for the Niners, but that ain't true because I'm from LA. Yeah. Been a Niner fan since '91, and it ain't gonna stop. You know what I mean?
And it should not. Right on.
Red and gold until I'm dead and cold, baby.
Hey, and you will be appreciated by the entire Niner Empire. Nobody put no boundaries on the Niner Empire. So you're right, man.
Baby, because we're deep right here at the Coliseum, baby. We're gonna be deep. It's 80% Niner fans right here, baby. So that's what it is, Ronbo.
And see, that's what people.
Thanks a lot, man.
Hey, you're welcome, man. I'll see you tomorrow. See.
All right, Ronbo. Have a good one.
All right, fam. See, that's why I was like, Daniel. I was telling Daniel about this, but see, this is the thing. There were 49er fans down in Southern Cal before there was anything else because the Rams left time ago.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. My daughter asked me, hey, Daddy, why are you a 49er fan? We don't live in San Francisco. I told my daughter the whole story.
Yeah.
The Rams got up and left. I've always hated the Raiders, still do to this day.
You and me both.
And I will always stick to my team no matter what. No matter what. It doesn't matter.
All right.
So we're all Niner fans in this household. So that's what it is. That's how it's going to be. So to all the Niner fans, hang in there. We're going to be all right. We're going to be okay. That's it. Niners up, baby.
All right, Daniel. See you tomorrow night, fam. I'm looking for you, okay?
Bye, Daniel. All right, man. Have a good one.
And there's Cynthia. Cynthia wasn't at this game.
Yeah, Ronbo.
Yeah, Cynthia.
Ronbo.
I'm
Can
listening.
you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I'm in the Bahamas, and
no wonder you asked me that.
Watching the game, and I had to go to the casino, and then somebody gave me a link, and I saw part of the game. It was just a hard thing, but I saw Jimmy G pimp walk in there and throw that touchdown right like that, just like that. That's our quarterback of the future.
And did you see the faces of the Seahawks as it was coming off the field? Russell Wilson in particular. They see the writing on the wall. See, that's why I was amused. I said, Pete Carroll, you better get a couple extra packs of gum next season.
I know.
Because
I know. They know what they. If Jimmy G had been in that game earlier, we wouldn't have lost it. But I get what they're trying to do. I'm a patient fan, so they have to let Jimmy G do what he has to do to get really ready to play for this team. But the Seahawks know that their days are numbered.
He looked pretty confident,
If he got in earlier, we wouldn't have lost today.
And, Cynthia, did you notice how confident he looked when he came out there? He was a take charge, man, right from jump. So I don't know how much more training it's about protecting him, like you're saying, though. That's the thing. Because they damn near got CJ killed. I'm so tired of that offensive line, I can't stand it. Oh.
What is wrong with them?
They're just sorry. I mean, Trent Baalke, he needs his ass kicked first. And then Jesus Christ, it's unbelievable how he let that ride.
How is it that they set up and let Baalke deplete this team? So we shouldn't be this depleted.
Jed he manipulated Jed. Somehow, Baalke had Jed's confidence. To this day, I don't understand. Jed understands now. Somebody find it. Maybe his uncle came and said, listen, if you're going to take that team anywhere, and I wasn't going to bother you, but you're going to have to get rid of Jed York. Trent Baalke. I wonder if that's what it took, because Jed, I don't know if he ever would have fired Baalke. Damn.
Well, I don't know. He got tired of people flying them planes
see that?
across Levi Stadium.
And maybe his uncle.
I don't know.
Maybe his uncle funded those planes. They always talk about collecting money when the whole time Jimmy, the owner, our ex-owner was like funding those planes and sending them up every week. God, that's terrible. And
it's just horrible. But you know what? I really like CJ. I don't care what anybody says about him. I get that he was, he's not as developed, but he got some guts.
Cynthia, the fans, the players were not happy with the fans. When CJ went down and everybody's been wanting to see what Jimmy G looks like, he went down hurt, though. If he'd just came out of the game, okay. He went down hurt, and the fans were cheering. The players went ballistic on him. The players went right after him.
They were wrong.
They were wrong, exactly. It says Eric Reid said he was disappointed with the 49er fans who cheered when C.J. Beathard got hurt late in the game. And Reuben Foster apparently is even talking about it on a tape. That was wrong. That was so wrong. Damn.
I can't believe people did that. I'm just embarrassed.
It is embarrassing, right? God, don't do that.
That was wrong. And you know what? They ought to all get chastised. And I see Eric Reid, he's giving press conference, and Reuben Foster, who else? I don't know who else is going to come out against it, but they all should come out against it because it was wrong.
Yeah. Other fans, those of us who know that was wrong, need to come out against that, too. That's out of line. That's just really stupid.
No.
It
really is stupid.
God. Well, so
I don't know what's going on.
So you're enjoying yourself in the Bahamas. You just go ahead. You continue. Don't let this day ruin your holiday. And if you get a chance.
No, I'm gonna let it. No, I ran into a couple of 49er fans up here, so I took pictures with them. So it's all good.
There you
Listen,
go.
Ronbo, I'm just gonna sign out. Have a happy holiday, and I'll see you next time.
All right. Appreciate you calling in, Cynthia. It's gonna get better, believe me.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, brighter days ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a great day. All right. Bye-bye, Cynthia.
You too. Bye.
Yeah, we got this compounded now. Now, we lost the game, and then you have fans cheering when CJ goes down. CJ, remember how much everybody loved CJ when Brian Hoyer left, and now all of a sudden you're going to boo him? I hate that. That sucks. All right, let's say, hey, Trey. V-A, Trey. Wait for it. Wait, I forgot it. I always bring him in the right way. All right, Trey, go ahead, man.
Finally.
Oh, Trey. It's such a day of confused emotions. My God.
And it's not only me, but it's every single 49er fan that says, finally. Ronbo, did you hear that door shut?
Yeah, I did.
Did you hear that door shut?
Yeah. That was symbolic of what?
That was CJ on his way out. So, look, we appreciate being cute and cuddly around here. Shout out to my partner. Shout out to you, Ronbo, tag team champions.
Yeah.
And shout out to the law. Whoop, whoop. It's the sound of police, because I heard him earlier. He definitely came on here and said that he was wrong.
Oh, here he comes.
That's definitely what he said. No, it's just, let me just break down a couple of things. Every play that Jimmy made was impactful. That third down scramble on 3rd and 5 was impactful.
Yeah.
The 4th and 6th strike to Aldrick Robinson was impactful. The rollout, spin around, turn around, set your feet, quick release. Like I said, remember that? Quick release, touchdown strike. Jimmy G did more in 50 seconds than CJ did in 50 minutes. And so for that, it's time for another installment.
Oh,
if you don't mind.
It's Sunday. It's a game. Okay, we'll go ahead.
Come on, sir, please.
It looks like it's time for a special Sunday installment of Let Me Holla at You.
We never pull out a Sunday installment of Let Me Holla at You. CJ Beathard, you're a warrior. You're a soldier.
Yeah.
You are a tough man. You're just not good enough. I'm sorry. It is what it is, sir, so let me holla at you. You saw that number 10? Mrs. Shanahan's baby boy? That's right, I said it. If you think that he's going to go home and listen to her after she saw what she saw today, and he's not going to play, it's over, folks. Sean DeJulia, you were wrong. A lot of people were wrong. We're not going to get into individuals. I'm not going to act like I was wrong. I said he was going to start this game. I said he was going to start this game. He should have started this game. We would have won this game. I don't care what Jimmy knows. He didn't know a lot and went out there and played very well, didn't he, Ronbo?
True.
whatever he knows.
I just want to say on behalf of CJ, he is a rookie. He was supposed to be a project.
CJ is a career awesome backup.
Yeah,
He's Case Keenum in about 5 years. If CJ pops up on another team and he has a really good season, you'd be like, you know what, that kid was tough. He had the juice. But let me tell you, watch the tape again. The pocket presence, the release, the awareness. CJ had plays today, and if he doesn't have his first read, it's over. If you look at Jimmy's touchdown, Lewis Murphy actually was maybe his third read. Maybe. But that's not what you're going to get with a rookie, right? But no, you guys don't want Jimmy on the field. You don't want Jimmy on the field,
For that, but Trey, but there's reasons why I didn't. I knew Jimmy G was at least that good. I didn't want him out there for health's sake.
So what do we do, Ronbo? We saw what we saw, and we just pack it up until 2018. Is that what we do? We put him under the Christmas tree and wrap him up real nice?
If it was up to me, that rookie that's over on the practice squad would be.
You know what you can do with those
reporting to
presents,
practice
Ronbo?
Tuesday afternoon,
Everybody that doesn't
and he would be playing next week.
You guys know what time it is. Get your watch out. Take a look at it. Eastern Standard Time, Midwest, West Coast Pacific Time. It doesn't matter what time it is. Get your watch out. All right? It's time.
Believe
He's here. He's arrived.
He came and hollered at
He's arrived.
CJ.
Sorry, CJ. All right? And it's not – hold on. One more thing. One more person that we need to highlight. Mr. Carlos Hyde. I heard he was having – I heard that this guy was having. We'll save that for Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, please.
How about that?
All right, Trey. Let me see you tomorrow night. Okay.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man.
Looking for
Hey, Ronbo, hold on. One thing. Appreciate your venue, man. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everything that you do for us, man. Real talk.
Trey, you know how I feel about you, man. But let's do
man.
Raw tomorrow night.
Seriously though, you bring us a place after a tough loss. We got something to smile about.
Yeah.
How about
thanks,
that?
Trey.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right, man.
All right. No. As I say, now you're entitled to whatever you want to say. Now Trey came in and he hollered at CJ, but all right. Let's go to Jamal. Jamal. Hey, guys. Okay, Trey already did it. Remember when have we got anybody on the phone still? Okay. Jamal.
Hello? Ronbo.
Yo, Jamal. What's up, man?
Oh man, it's just every 49er game seems to be so many mixed emotions this year, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm
every
talking
single
about.
game.
They took us. We got the extreme lows, and all of a sudden they zoom. Last minute of the game, we get zoomed up to an extreme high. Can you believe it? Being a 49er fan is tough, man. Everybody can't do it.
Ronbo, what was CJ's biggest knock coming out of the draft? Do you remember his scouting report?
Yeah, I remember those reports. It has a tendency to accuracy is a problem. Also has a tendency to hold the ball too long.
Hold the ball too long. Right there, Ronbo.
There's some
right there. Pocket presence.
Yeah. He can work
Man,
on
that I think that's the biggest knock on CJ is his pocket presence. I mean, to be honest, I'm still on the let's play CJ until Jimmy's ready. We have no idea how much Jimmy knows. But why put him in front of that line? Why kill the man?
But Jamal, we sound really cruel that we would put CJ back out there with that. Why can't we bring that guy up in the practice squad? I mean, this is a chance for him to show that he needs to be in the NFL. Let somebody else get beat up for a while. How many games we got left? My God. 5 games left. That's a lot of games. A quarterback can get killed in 5 games.
I'm going to that Texan game in 2 weeks because I'm in Austin. So I've already got my tickets.
Jadeveon Clowney is going to be waiting for somebody. Damn.
All I know is Garoppolo's going to be throwing some touchdowns against the Texans. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the Texans defense. Secondary is suspect. It's pretty interesting. They got a front rush that's crazy, though. Even with all the people they got out, it's amazing.
Yeah, man. Just everything. Carlos Hyde needs to go. He needs to go. Man. I love Carlos Hyde, man. I wanted him to work out ever since we drafted him. But he's just so inconsistent. I mean, we had that one drive coming out of halftime when we were feeding him. But, other than that, he was dropping balls. He was not making – he had missed holes like he's missing holes all year. If we're not going to trade the pick and get a lineman, which is what I want us to do, take Baalke. Sign any running back. Breda is not a bad running back. Shit, he could start next year. You never know.
Yeah, they don't. Kyle doesn't mix the plays up. Breda is good coming out of the backfield. That's a great compliment to keep him off. I think some of the things that Kyle did tonight didn't keep the defense off balance. That's an over-pursuing defense. Throw that screen out there or something, but don't keep running that ball from under center. If you ask Kyle, I guess he would explain these things, but I'm a little confused sometimes with some of the things he does. CJ got killed because partly due to Kyle's play call system. They just sat back
he doesn't adjust his offense in the game. He just seems to just call what he wants to call and what he planned to call.
Yeah.
Another thing, Ronbo, this is going to be my final point. If I see our corners line up 10 yards away from a receiver again, I'm going to throw my controller through the TV.
I know. I know, because they can't handle it. They're not the Seahawks. They're not that kind of talented. Our guys get smoked every time they give up that kind of push. I know, but you can't be lining up
that far off these guys.
There's supposed to be a theory behind that style. I don't get it yet. The Hawks seem to do it okay, though. But, man, our guys can't.
Yeah, I mean, but they have two Pro Bowl safeties back there, lurking. And then they got Bobby Wagner in the middle. I mean, fuck all of them, but, got to give them respect. But
their corners don't get smoked
Ruben's
like
getting
ours,
there.
Our corners. Remember that play that one guy made? He turned his head at the last second, perfect time, and the ball hits him all on his shoulder.
Yeah, that was.
And
that pass interference call in the end zone, that pissed me off.
Call.
Oh, man.
Damn, that was a bad call.
Horrible call.
Man.
But it's the Seahawks. We both know they're going to get those calls all the time.
Yeah, and I thought at the clink they only got it. We're supposed to get the home cooking. What happened to our home cooking? Hey, Jamal, you going to that game. Jamal, you got to email me, man, because you're going to be in the game. You got to be my man out at the game so I can call you up at halftime, man. And
sure.
When you go to Texas,
sure.
Right? So Ronbo Sports at Gmail, okay? .com. Ronbo Sports at gmail.com. Yeah. Right.
Oh, we're going to win that game. That's a guarantee. I've been to 2 games, and we won both.
Oh, man.
That Cowboys opener 2 years ago?
Yeah.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
When we smoked them? Oh, I was there. I witnessed it firsthand.
All right, bro. I'll look for that email, all right? I'll get right back to you, okay?
All right.
Thanks, Jamal. Talk to you later. All right, now.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, bro. Now, I'm seeing a report from Ken Iman. C.J. Beathard to undergo MRI tomorrow. It could just be a bruise to the knee. And Iman believes, I don't think anything's torn. I don't feel like it. That's Ken Iman's opinion. So we'll see with the MRI what the doctor says. I got to feel for C.J., man. Come on. He has... What is it? Okay. Anyway, Nighthawk.
What's up, Rambo?
Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, I'm sorry. It was CJ saying that. I'm sorry. I misquoted. Okay. Anyway, hey, Nighthawk, go ahead, man. What's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Seattle got lucky.
Yeah, no. Well, that's what they live off of the last couple of years. They don't get lucky.
But you know who they're gonna play next? They got footy next.
I think they got to play the Eagles, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna be watching. And
I hope the Eagles kick their asses.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. The Eagles have plenty of offense, and the defense is just brutal. We know about that defense in Philly.
Yeah, so Seattle fans can be happy right now, but when they play Philly, they gonna get their butt kicked.
And they know it. They don't have any. They don't. How are they gonna stop the Eagles? Any team
they
has
can't
to have
stop
is a
the
little
Eagles.
bit of
They're
offense.
gonna get their ass whooped.
Oh yeah. I mean, we could have won today if we had some offense. We didn't need a whole lot of offense. Just have some offense.
Yeah, wait till they get the Eagles. Wait till they get the Eagles. The Eagles going to show them something.
Sick of them. Anyway, that's all right. Things are changing in San Francisco, and everybody got a sample of what we're talking about.
And that quarterback that they put back, what's his name? Jimmy Graham? No, what's the quarterback name for the?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
That was, yeah. I like that play.
Yeah, that was bang bang, wasn't it? He done that within a few
seconds.
Yeah,
I like that. It was he just put that in the end zone.
Yeah, quickly. I mean, that was the quickest. Man, that was quick. And the Hawks are tough on that situation, but man, who was that? Was that a wide receiver? I forgot. That wasn't a tight end. I was so excited. I wasn't even watching who caught it. I just see the touchdown. I said, "Whoa, man!" I think it wasn't Goodwin. Oh, I know. I was what's his name from Atlanta?
Yeah.
Anyway, his name will come to me in a minute. Anyway, is it? Right. Oh yeah, Robinson. I don't know why my mind went blank just him. Anyway, yeah, he wasn't playing enough in this game either. I don't know.
Nope.
It's Goodman had a great game, but he needed somebody else to complement him. But you know what? Kendrick Bourne wasn't bad today, as usual. I think CJ was just missing guys. But Aldrick Robinson on that touchdown at the end.
This one, not CJ. I mean, he tried, but like I said, the other quarterback did better.
Yeah, CJ's a rookie. People need to understand CJ is a rookie. He was a project. When he came to San Francisco, he was going to be a guy they're going to work on. Brian Hoyer blew it. He was supposed to carry this team all season long, but if things don't happen the way they do, we don't get Jimmy Garoppolo. So actually, everything came out actually right. Hopefully, CJ's not hurt. That's the only thing. Because honestly, I want him to start next week.
Yeah, he's not bad. I mean, he didn't do bad. He'll be better.
Yeah, because I don't want Garoppolo out there. All right, now let me see you tomorrow on Raw, man.
Okay, go Niners.
Yeah. You don't see face. Let Drake. Come on. Drake, I need you. You got a lot of noise in the behind. Can you turn that down?
I just muted that, man. What's happening, man?
Hey, Dre, man. I saw you on the comments. I already know how you.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get real shitty though. This ain't Monday Night Raw. You feel me?
I know.
But I'm a long-time Ronbo member, and I'm about to get real shitty to that lady who was talking all of that. Oh, I feel sorry for CJ Beathard shit. Hey, man, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, man. The dude is trash. He has no pocket presence, no pocket awareness. He can't feel the defensive end on his backside or front side. He doesn't know when to step up in the pocket on one side. He's fucking horrible, man. He's horrible. Get him out of here, man. He's trash, man. We need Garoppolo in there, bro. You see what happens. As soon as Garoppolo gets in, we score a touchdown. And I think, the dude played, the last 47 seconds of the game?
That was kind of amazing.
He did.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. You can see this. You can see that this dude has been playing with Tom Brady for the last 4 years, bro.
I seen it. I knew it.
You can see it, bro.
I tried to tell people from last year's film. I says, guys, you don't need to see anymore. I'm telling you, you can play.
No, you don't. You don't. He was presented. He was presented the same type of situations was presented to CJ Beathard, and all he did was get sacked.
Yeah.
All game. If that was CJ Beathard, he would have ended up getting sacked or throwing an incompletion. He would have checked down and threw an incompletion, or maybe even a pick. Who knows?
Yeah.
CJ Beathard is horrible, man. He's tough. Yeah, I get it. He's tough. Okay. Shit. You can hit me over the head with a bat, and just because I take it, is that okay? I mean, what? I don't get it. He's tough. He's tough. I don't want to hear that shit, man. I'm trying to win, bro.
Yeah.
In the point-blank period, if Garoppolo was playing, we would have won that game, man. Our defense, them boys just running sideline to sideline. I only seen a few mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That pass interference in the end zone, that was bull crap. We all know what's going on there.
And they was on the field too long, and they would have been more effective. Yeah.
Yeah, and at first I thought maybe Dante Johnson didn't turn his head. But when they showed the replay, his head was turned. He was looking at the ball. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yeah, that wasn't no pass interference.
No.
But
and then was that Doug Baldwin? Then he throws him on the ground. So and the ref throws a flag on him.
At the very end of the play.
Yeah.
And then he called, and then Doug Baldwin looks at him, and the ref throws the. And I'm like, damn, bro. I was like, okay, I know what it is. I know who they want to win this game. Mm-hmm. But like I said, though, man, next year, man, Jimmy G gonna get that ass.
Oh, there's gonna be a whole lot of changes next year, Dre. Lots of changes.
Hey, man,
you have a better offensive line.
Back and stood in that pocket, man, and he was. Hey, man, I'm telling you, boy, CJ Beathard is trash, man. He's trash.
He's a project. He's still a rookie, though. He needs some work. He could improve. I see him improving, actually. But I knew he was out there too soon. I said, Beathard needs a little more drilling. He needs some time. He needs some time. It's too soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how you ruin quarterbacks. I knew he was out there too soon.
Right. And there were certain plays where he actually had the protection, but he wasn't getting the ball off fast enough. Yeah. And then he was throwing them. And then, you can see that he doesn't have arm strength. The ball, every time he threw the ball, it seemed like the ball sailed and it was high, and the receiver had to jump for it. That means you ain't got enough velocity on the ball, bro. He just ain't got it, man.
Yeah.
He ain't got it. He's not no Garoppolo. Garoppolo was throwing darts on lines, bro. I mean, the ball was exactly where it was supposed to be. Hey, man. And that makes a big difference, man. You don't need no star receiver when you got that type of quarterback. You need some athletic guys who can catch the ball. That's it. And you're going to win games.
True.
You're going to win games, bro.
I agree. That's it. And like you say, his pedigree and training and conditioning, it's like Garoppolo just graduated from the Academy of Badass Quarterbacks. I got Belichick, and he's watching Brady on a daily basis. That's what I was trying to tell you. We don't know what he looks like. Yeah, you do. This is a second-round draft pick that Belichick kept around for 4 years. Watch the clip from last year. He's got it all. Well, we don't know that. Okay, you don't know it then. And that's why I've been saying.
I mean, you gotta look at it like this. This fucking guy has 4 Super Bowls. So I mean, just think about that. Well, I mean, what type of experience does he have? I mean, well, he has 3 Super Bowls. They lost 1 to Seattle, okay. But you gotta think, what type of experience and type of pressure has he been through in locker room situations in the Super Bowl, bro? He's primed and ready to be a franchise quarterback, man. CJ Beathard's tough. Okay, he's tough. I give him that. But otherwise than that, get his weak ass up out of here. Nobody give a fuck about that tough shit, man. Anybody can get beat over the head with a bat, man. But we trying to get them dubs, man. Yeah, no. We're trying to win shit, man. Yeah. It's Garoppolo, Jimmy G time. CJ Beathard, sit your weak ass on the sideline, and that's how I'm taking it.
And he can learn.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
this ain't no pity party.
Dre, you make a good point though, because see, CJ can sit back and learn behind Garoppolo because one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now stood behind Brett Favre for how many years? It takes some time. That's why I'm saying everybody expected some people expected too much from CJ. He needs time. That's all.
Yeah, bro. He's just not ready mentally. He's not ready to take on that. He ain't ready to take on the play calling. His thought process ain't quick enough to process the NFL game right now. Dre, he just ain't there, bro.
Dre, you see tomorrow night, Dre, because you're gonna love tomorrow night. Because I got a feeling Trey's gonna stir the pot tomorrow about. I don't believe you guys are gonna pick on CJ. Though. That's cold, man. All right, but I understand.
All right, bro.
All right, CJ. Dre, have a good night, man.
All right, man. Peace.
All right. Once again, Felly from Philly, Fel.
What's up, man? What's up, Ronbo?
Philly, man. I'm telling you, man, the 49ers, we got a break tonight. I wish Kyle would have done it earlier, maybe let Garoppolo play the last quarter. But we got a treat tonight we didn't expect, which is kind of a good thing. I don't want to see CJ hurt, but I was kind of delighted that we got to see a flash of Jimmy G coming in like Clark Kent, taking his glasses off on the sideline and flying in like Superman, and immediately dotting the I's and crossing the T's with the touchdown. I did not believe he's going to do it. I said, wouldn't it be funny if Jimmy G comes in right away and nails a touchdown? Boom! He did!
Right.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And it was in a tight window.
Yes.
He wasn't really open. He was open, but he wasn't really open. Like, only few quarterbacks can make that throw.
Yep. And that's...
And as I was sitting watching the game at home, getting sleepy, wishing and hoping, how much more do we need to see of C.J. Beathard? We know what he is. We know how far he can take us, which is not far at all. He's definitely a project. You know, he would definitely benefit, like you said, from sitting and watching a veteran.
Yeah.
You know? But, Jimmy, I'm telling you, did you see the quick release? Did you see how he just immediately moved out of the pocket? Did you see how he felt it? He knew which way to go out of the pocket. He didn't, run into.
Mm-hmm. And just ran just out of their reach.
He ran away from the sack.
Yeah, just a bit out of their reach. Made his read.
Exactly.
Led his receiver.
Exactly.
Boom. That was hilarious.
And you can't tell me he doesn't know the playbook. Did you see how quickly he got everybody down?
I know. Did you see him running out of the field? That was amazing, wasn't it? That's what I said. The first thing I said, look at G running out of the field like a real G. This dude, like he'd been out there for years.
Oh, man. Ronbo, he looked like he knew what he was doing. Like, I know the playbook.
Yeah.
Give me a chance.
But that comes from where he's...
why? How are you guys going to fit Jimmy Garoppolo behind a rookie after he's been sitting behind a 5-time Super Bowl champion for 4 years? Like, I don't get it.
Well,
I get it.
Just to learn the playbook. That's
it doesn't
pretty much
make
what
sense.
it's about. But they had to put him by. You know what, though, Philly, honestly, if you're Kyle Shanahan, I don't know if I'm Kyle Shanahan, I got this offensive line that 4 Girl Scouts could run through. I put Jimmy G. But you know what? The thing about Jimmy G, I don't think they can get to him. He was like Aaron Rodgers. Did you see him dance away from that pressure?
Right.
And did you see the Seahawks running as hard as they could to catch up? And before they got there, the ball was gone. And I mean long before they got there.
And it was nice and tight and a nice spiral. He led the receiver. You know, it was where it was supposed to be. It wasn't like Carlos Hyde was dropping all those passes because the ball was like behind him, stopping his momentum from running forward.
Yeah.
It was high.
Yeah.
You know, which is fine that you're going to have those, but I mean,
you can't do it over
and over. Man, let this. It's time to let this kid shine. You know, it's not like you need the whole playbook in one game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know, but I don't want him out there. But you know what? He'll be all right.
I definitely got a bone to pick, Ronbo. I need to let it off my chest. Maybe I should just do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Can I holler at the team tomorrow?
Yeah, please. You know, because
I need to holler at. I need to let you know what it's going to be about. It's about this defense. Everybody's praising this defense. I've seen a lot of but
I'll be joining you on that. Let's save that for Raw. I'll be joining. I was crying about that all game long. I know exactly what you're talking about. We'll do that tomorrow night, okay?
Okay.
I'm not a lot of people online. Oh, God. All right, Philly.
Hey, man, love your show, man. I just had to, call in, but okay, it's time to come in tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Thanks, man.
It's time to, yes.
I appreciate it.
It's time to holler at some. It's time to holler at some people tomorrow.
There's a lot of hollering, and DeForest Buckner's on my list too. But well, let's wait till tomorrow night. All right.
Okay. Yes.
Right,
yes. Absolutely. Me too.
Have a good night.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, Philly fell. Okay, now we're gonna. All right.
What's up?
No. I was just saying good night.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Philly fell. I don't know. I got to come up with a wrestler name, man. Y'all got these WWEs. And,
yeah.
You know,
come up with your alter ego wrestler, man, because everybody's got one now. So have it ready for tomorrow.
Showtime. Hey, I'm just letting you know there's a snake in the bag.
You gonna let that snake out?
DDT, baby.
Let me start.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
There it is. All right, fam. Bring it tomorrow night. We gotta get around a bunch of calls here tonight. We're trying to get them all in. So I'm gonna see you tomorrow night, okay?
All right, Ronbo. Peace.
All right, fam.
All right, brother.
And
peace.
All right, peace. Well, let's go to Vader.
Ronbo, what's going on?
Oh, Vader, man, I tell you, we got that highlight sparkle at the end, and it just sort of it was such a nice thing to uplift the spirit of the 49er fans. We're sitting there watching the Hawks just dominate us again, and we get this again. At the end, all of a sudden, you could see they should have dropped Jimmy G out of a helicopter or brought him up on the bottom of a stage, like a superstar, right? Getting ready to do a concert. Stage raises up, Jimmy G steps off the mat. I don't believe he did that in less than 30 seconds. What? And did it with ease. Like the Hawks don't intimidate him at all.
Yeah, he looked good, man. He came in. He's got a lot of pocket poise, and I just didn't understand that play. The first play that he went, did you see how he wanted to fire the ball within 1.5 seconds? He's like, God, these goddamn receivers suck. Yeah. Jesus Christ, he had to take off running. Did you see that?
Yeah. We have lots of issues with the offense. I don't know what they work on in practice during the week or what it needs fixing or are these guys just a bunch of boneheads. But they're going to be cutting people loose. So guys can continue to look like clowns out there. They will be clowning somewhere else. That's for sure we know.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he looked good, man, and maybe hopefully they start him next week. You know,
he might have to.
I like CJ. I think he's going to have a lot of potential down the line, but maybe this is the time to kind of flip the page and maybe let him watch again. Like a couple other callers I have to agree with and stated that he just holds on to the ball a little too long. There was a couple times where he had Salek wide open for a touchdown.
Yeah,
and he ended up throwing it to the flat to Carlos Hyde, which he missed him, went right over his head. But did you see Jimmy come back? He fired that ball only in a place where the receiver was able to catch the ball when he made that touchdown. It's little fundamentals like that, dude, wow, if we would have put him in and was coming in the second half, it'd have probably been a totally different ballgame.
Yeah, for sure. Because Garoppolo, as you see, he manipulated the Hawks defense. He's like that judo guy. He took the Hawks went at him, right? They went crazy. They were charging at him. G feels them coming. He didn't panic. He just didn't even look at him. But he casually ran away from the pressure. Stepped up, stepped to the left.
Yeah,
guided his receiver.
He didn't run away from the pressure. He just scooted over from the pressure and said, okay, you're not going to give me this window? Let me move over to my left a little bit.
I got him do that against Arizona last year. People keep arguing about that. I kept saying, did you see him play last year? Well, that was only a small sample. I said, but did you see the movement and how he moves? They didn't want to hear it. So I said, okay, well, I don't know. There's nothing else to say. If you think the 49ers threw away a draft pick, then that's kind of silly. I mean, it's not. It's not.
No. I don't think they. I mean, come on, man. John's not. He's not going to make a decision just off the fly like that.
No, Jimmy
he didn't throw away any damn draft pick. That's just nonsense.
No, he can.
I mean, they went after somebody that they know that can run Kyle's offense. Yeah. And look, dude. I mean, he for the little spark that we were able to see. I mean, he looked very comfortable back there. He looked like he's been there since day one.
Mm-hmm.
So it was even with. Don't even get me started with that offensive line starting off with Tomlins. I don't even know what he's even doing down out there, man. That boy needs to go.
They don't have anybody else.
Again, Ronbo, you know me, man. I'm the savior when it comes to everybody needs to have a job, but he needs to go. I mean, for the love of God, that just isn't for him. No. Maybe he can play a different position, but there. I mean, oh God, CJ was just getting hammered.
And coming right through
another
there.
caller made the comment too. Mm-hmm. The offensive line, the line coach, something's wrong with him. I don't know if he's not seeing what we're seeing.
Well, he's got bad talent.
I just don't get it.
He's probably, you know what? He's probably screaming at him every day too, though. You know that, Vader? I'll bet that offensive coach. No! Jesus Christ, guys! Does CJ have to take out more insurance? What did I say? You pull left, you pull right, you follow here, you go here. That's going to cover this gap, that's going to cover this gap. And then they come in and do whatever they want to do. Or they panic and they get weaked out, It's just ridiculous. I don't see any kind of continuity with that offensive line. They get spinned around out of the play. I've seen plays when the offensive line could carry a defender completely out of the play. But what does he do? He stands there and waits for the guy to get up. I thought I saw Laken Thompson try to help one of those guys up today. I said, what in the world?
No shit. I seen the same thing. I seen the same fucking thing, man. And I'm like, are you kidding me, guy? I said, my God, don't worry about picking people up. Put people on their ass.
And pancake his ass, helping him up. Damn.
Unbelievable. But yeah, it was depressing watching the offensive line today. I mean, we got to do some towards the draft or maybe even free agency.
Oh,
definitely. We need to go pick a couple of players to beef up that offensive line. But I want to give a quick shout out to Eric Reid. I think he played really well today.
Yeah, he did. Good job.
He looked really good. I mean, and then Salas, that's another guy. I think he needs to be on the hot seat, man. I don't know what he's seen that we're all not seeing. Maybe he's or hey, Ronbo, you know what? I have more of a question for you. After reviewing this game, and I want to get your thoughts on this. Is it an East Coast, West Coast thing, maybe, of the way they run their defense?
What do you mean, the Hawks?
No. I'm talking about, our coaches. I mean, because they played more on the Eastern Seaboard against them teams.
No,
and then we come over. I mean, it's just outlandish shit. They had Harold running after Graham. I mean, Eric was covering them the whole game. When you see Graham up there, put fucking Eric on him. Don't run away from that.
Baby, you know what?
Keep them on him.
Bring that up tomorrow night during Let Me Holler at You, because you're saying is you want to holler at Robert Saleh, and maybe somebody can address that even more. We might jump on that.
Somebody can help me. I don't know what his mindset is, man. Yeah. So throw it out there. That'll be the question for tomorrow, man. I just don't get it. I really don't.
Right,
but anyways. I'll let another caller come in. Again, Ronbo, I appreciate your show, man.
Thanks,
and
man.
I thank that you have with the platform that you have that we can go and express our frustrations.
And I appreciate you
as we go
advantage.
through this season.
Yeah, all right.
But
we'll get it done.
All right, Ronbo. I'll see you tomorrow on Monday Night Raw.
Let
it go on Red and Go. Radio Ronbo Sports. You have a good night, brother.
Oh, man. Go to the Iron Sheik. He's so hell. It's not Monday night yet. Let's go to So Hell.
What's up, Ronbo?
Tell you, man. So, it's amazing. The coach writes in, he says, his ability to slide is a vision reading receivers and throwing them open like on that TD. We haven't seen a quarterback like this since Montana. He's going to be great. I'm telling you, great. I tell you, I that's why I was trying to tell people. I watched that game from Arizona last year a few times, and people kept crying about, we don't know how good he is. I said, you need to go watch the film. If you know anything about football, you'll know from the way he moves, there's nothing about him that reminds you of the Patriots' past rejects. This guy can play. There it was tonight. But what are you thinking tonight?
Well, I'm thinking about a lot of things, actually. Garoppolo is a good quarterback. He's added all those guys that came as a backup behind Brady. He's the best one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll be honest. Yeah, we got a second-round pick. I think he's a really good quarterback. He could be a future. But everybody in the chat rooms, I see it. Even people calling. I'm calling these guys out. You guys need to stop. It's only been a minute. The Seattle stopped playing, guys. They stopped playing. They weren't playing hard. Yeah, he looked really good. But if you notice, their coverage is a little different. You guys need to understand, Seattle stopped playing. It's a minute of the fourth quarter. They would stop playing.
Yeah, but
if he was in the whole quarter, then I was like, okay, I see what you guys are talking about.
No, wait a minute. You know what? That coverage on Robinson, Aldrick Robinson, he was covered. That ball was thrown into an extremely tight window. So hell, they may have laid off, but the Hawks never quit. If CJ
I'm not saying they quit.
No, but I'm saying if he stays in that pocket, he gets creamed. They may have slowed down a little bit because they were tired, but that pursuit, I don't think Pete Carroll allows for any laying back. They were coming after Garoppolo. If he'd have stayed there, he'd have been killed. Because the offensive line had already released that group.
Yeah, I totally understand that, Ronbo, but it's like people say that PJ's trash.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
A lot of people. I'm not saying, but just a lot of people in the chat rooms, and I see that, and I'm like, dude, with that offensive lineman, with that trash interior alignment with Kilgore in the middle, he gets hit. It's not his fault. CJ is a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's the best. I'm not saying he's the future. But the thing is about him, he is a good quarterback. Shanahan picked him for a reason, and he's a promising quarterback. He could probably be good in another team with a better offensive lineman, but he is not trash. A lot of people are saying that he's trash. Oh, Jimmy G needs to come in, and he's the guy. He's the same. We don't know that. Nobody knows that. He looked good. He was behind Brady, but we don't know until he's in a full game.
Well, that's true.
So I just wanted to point that out for everybody.
Yeah,
and I agree with the coverage was a little different, but
but I do agree about the CJ.
Pressure.
CJ needs to be lighten up on CJ, and like I've explained to people, he's a rookie. He's not a first-round draft pick rookie. Let him have some time. He went out there too soon. I was worried about that from day one. He's got the raw skills. He needs to. Kyle needs to coach him up for a little while longer. He's not trash. I agree, but he needs more time. For now, he is a level below Garoppolo. And I know you want to see more in first quarter and everything, but Garoppolo, you could see from the way he moves, he knows what he's doing completely. He's had 4 years to polish. It's not even fair to compare the two. But for now,
when he turns and he look good.
Yeah, but I seen him against the Arizona game. If you watch that Arizona game, he played from first quarter to second quarter. He looks the same, Sal. He doesn't change. And the defenses, they don't change. He still makes them look the same way. He threw for 300 yards. It's not hard for him. He's that good. You can't play behind a guy like Brady and have Belichick for a quarterback or for a coach and suck for 4 years. He'll let you go. This guy's the real deal. And you'll see more later. I hope they don't start him, though.
But the only issue I have is, I'm not saying he's trash. I think he's a good quarterback. He has a promise to be a really good quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
But the other quarterbacks was in that system, that traded.
Don't make that comparison. Please don't make that comparison.
They're all trash. And
I know, but don't do it. Don't do it. He's not a second. Those guys are third, fourth round undrafted free agents. There's no comparison, Sahel. They didn't have the raw tools to start with. I hate it when people make that comparison. No. This is not the same guy. Jimmy G is not to be compared with those guys like Boyer and everybody else.
Oh, no,
this is a different guy.
He is.
I know, but everybody keeps bringing it up. Everybody who comes out of the Patriot system sucks. This guy is not that guy.
That's my issue.
Belichick. Well.
But he did look good. But the thing is, I want, if flow defense coming at you, I want him, a game. Yeah, then I will say, he is the man. He is the man right now. He is the future. But right now, I'm not sure.
Watch the Arizona game. Watch the Arizona game from last year, Sale. They've got the same rampaging defense. Watch what he does to him from first quarter to fourth.
Ronbo, hold on 1 second. Sheik, hold on 1 second, because you're being very disrespectful. They didn't quit when they laid TJ down. That was a vicious hit that he took.
That was in the fourth quarter too. Yeah.
Steam.
Yeah.
When Rombo's right, when he threw that pass to Alger Robinson, he was well covered, and when he threw that ball in the end zone, he was triple covered. Jimmy fit that in, so give the man his credit, man. Don't do that.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying he's trash. He's a good quarterback. But the thing is, we had the same.
But you said they quit. They didn't quit because they were out there playing tight coverage and they laid CJ down with an aggressive hit.
The D-line didn't give him that. He kind of backed. He went around one time.
Sahel, you know what? Sahel, you were taken in.
CJ,
you were taken in by the technique.
He had the tight coverage as well, and he just hit it right at him, and he got the ball. Goodwin got the ball a couple times.
Yeah.
So
hold on. CJ also held the ball several times when guys were wide open. I feel like
I'm not comparing.
I know you don't want us to jump too fast on Jimmy and Ronbo. I'm gonna get out of here. I had to call back because you were kind of dumping on. You were dumping on them, acting like they were playing very hard. It was tight coverage, and remember this. He's not a Belichick quarterback. The guy was a highly rated prospect.
21-6 is a minute left.
Well, let me just say this. And hold on, let me say this as a defender.
He's not going to believe
it. You don't think that Seattle knew that Jimmy Garoppolo was in the game? They didn't want him to score a touchdown on them.
Hell no.
They weren't going to. This guy, who do you think he is?
They're playing prevent.
They were playing very hard.
Hell, that's not a prevent when you're right up on the man like that.
You're being a wet blanket. It's okay. And that's my use.
No. It's honestly. Let me tell you this, Trey. You've been wrong with a lot of things, a lot of players.
Monday night, guys, wait.
You Joe Williams, for example, fumbles, all that. So, hey, this time we do wisdom. That's all.
And you know what? We'll let Jimmy clear the air on this because there's a lot of people that actually still doubt that he's got the skills. They're not looking at his footwork. They don't care that he knows how to slide away from pressure. They're just ignoring all that. They need to see him for 4 quarters. Well, so you're going to be shocked. You're going to be delighted and shocked, but I'm telling you, I watched that whole Arizona.
I know that he has promise. I know he has, but I believe right now people are thinking he's the savior. Stop
you
the
need
noise.
to see more.
Settle down a little bit. Yeah. Let him have a game.
We will.
Then you could say
he's had
that's
one.
All I'm saying.
He's had one. He's had two, actually. But anyway, it's okay. Well, let's get back.
Before I go, Ronbo, I just want to make this really quick. Kay Surrey's been constantly saying it. I've been saying it. We need to get Ken Norton Jr., the linebacker coach, for next year to help out Foster and help out Sly's defense.
But what if he makes our defense look like the Raiders? That scares me. Okay, but you know what? Let's do all this tomorrow night because we got a lot of people saying. I'm trying to get all because everybody wants to sit peace tonight. Okay.
Definitely. Well, hit that like, everybody. Hit that like,
please. Thank you.
And enjoy. And we'll see you on Monday Night Raw because I have more coming.
Well, I tell you, I can tell this. All right, have a good night. I can tell tomorrow night this is going to be a raging subject. So anyway, we'll get into tomorrow night on Raw. Hey, Mike, the Hitman Hart, the best there is, the best ever was, and the best there'll ever be. Come on in, Mike. And Mike, before I say anything else, please email me tonight. I need to communicate with you on some things. RonboSports@gmail.com. Okay, Mike?
Oh, I got you, brother. I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronbo, just to add on to your introduction, I got to make sure you put damn it at the end of it. So that way it'll get that extra edge on it,
The best ever was.
Oh.
Ever will be. Damn it. All right.
That's right. I wanted to say I think it's interesting that we're having this Garoppolo conversation a lot more now that he scored in the closing seconds, and I've been hearing a lot of people's take on it. A lot of people are saying that they have the impression that Garoppolo, he shouldn't play a lot this year because our offensive line is not really great. What people fail to realize is in New England, his offensive line, when he played, when Brady was out, they had some injuries in key positions. It wasn't so great either. This guy just gets the ball out of his hands fast, you know. So he's proven that he doesn't have to have a great offensive line. I mean,
good point.
Just a few years ago, our own San Francisco 49ers, we had one of the best, if not the best, offensive line while Harbaugh was there. Better than New England.
True.
Better than a lot of teams. You know, Green Bay was up there as well. So there were teams who had a lot of great offensive lines, and they were able to sit back and analyze. Garoppolo, on the other hand, if you look at a lot of his footage, he gets the ball out of his hands fast. Like within 3 seconds, he already making the play. So
he's kind of elusive
in fairness,
as well.
I would
in that pocket. He's kind of elusive in that pocket. When I saw those Hawks coming at him, I was getting scared. He just quietly, smoothly stepped out of their way and made that play. That was impressive. I said, not only Rodgers gets away with that. I didn't know anybody else could do that. I was impressed with that. So, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, the reason why I think he should play the rest of the season, you know, first I hope C.J. Beathard is okay. You know, I hope he gets well soon. The reason why I would like to see Garoppolo play is just to make sure and certain that, you know, we know what we're investing in. Like I said, I know people are talking about, well, what if he gets hurt? Well, what if he doesn't get hurt? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, next year his contract is going to have to be, you know, either we're going to keep him and invest in him for the future long term, or either we're going to try some crazy trade and deal him a waiver and get something else.
Oh.
We need to know what we're investing in, bottom line. And I think the coaches are confident in what they're investing in, but still, we still need to just make sure we see a little sample of it. And just these last closing seconds, you know, that's opinions when people are saying that the Seattle wasn't playing hard. I mean, if you're an athlete, you're going to play hard to the end. It doesn't matter if you're up or you're not. They want to make a statement. They want to be in our heads. They want to say, hey, we still dominate you. But Garoppolo also wants to make a statement and say, hey, I don't care what the score is. I'm the future, and I'm going to show you what you're going to deal with. So either way, he scored. Like, he scored. If he had threw an interception at the end, people wouldn't be saying Seattle wasn't playing hard. They'd have been like, oh, man, I told you he's not all that.
Yes, yes. You know, and you know what? You know the Hawks. They were not about to let this boy come in here. Hey, who is he supposed to be? Go come in. And if anything, they're embarrassed. The Hawks are sitting in the locker room now embarrassed. They worked our rookie. They just did a job on him. And as soon as we send in a polished dude from New England, putting on a 49er uniform, and he comes in and immediately, Hawks, I'm here. And y'all ain't impressing me. Where I come from, we beat you boys on regular occasions. So take this. Kiss my red and gold booty, and left. I loved it.
And, you know, I'm gonna say this about these Seattle people, because like I said, I'll never call them fans. They don't know their coach before Carroll. They don't know the quarterback before Wilson. They don't know anything but just now. The funny thing is, these people claim that they own San Francisco, they own the Bay Area, they own this, they own that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you won 4 years. We haven't won since 2013, right? They won every meeting since the last 4 years.
Yeah.
So what that tells me is this is a cycle. I remember when San Francisco used to own Atlanta back in the early 90s when we were in the same division with them.
True.
Now you look at Atlanta now, they're one of the most prolific offenses out here.
Yep.
And the last time we played them, I think they beat us, but we've been owning them pretty much most of the time. It goes in cycles.
Mm-hmm.
So Seattle's focus is San Francisco so bad, yet the Rams are like the division threat for them. And it goes in cycles. Like sooner or later, we're going to turn things around. It's, like I said, if you watch sports long enough, you know everything is a cycle. We're going to start owning Seattle to the point to where we're beating them so bad, and L.A. might be our threat. You know, it might be the Bay versus L.A. now instead of San Francisco versus that little team up there in Washington.
Arizona's done.
Yeah, it could be Arizona. Like, at the end of the day, it's going to go in cycles. Like, we're Seattle's focus because they're envious of us. When you put us in their whack commercial, when you talk about beating us so bad because you hate us so much, we're the team that you envy. Like I told Seattle and any fan in our division, we have more Super Bowls than everybody combined in our division. So you can't say nothing to me. The only thing you can say is, I beat you the last 4 years in a row, and we're relevant right now. Well, I could say you don't have the best duo of all time, Montana Rice. You don't have more than one Super Bowl. We have 5. You don't have a history and a lineage. You're a newbie. So bottom line is there's nothing to compare. Like, would we trade in our history and legacy with theirs? Hell no. So if 4 years in a row is meaning something to them, you got to remember, they won one Super Bowl. This is new for them. They're not used to this. So this is their history right here. Mm-hmm. This is it. They're in the moment. We've been there. We've done that. We got 5 Super Bowls, bro. We've been there. And we just recently went to one not that long ago, a few years ago. So, like, for us to be down and get beat by a team or whatever, we've lost to other teams in the NFL, too. We lost to, like, 12, 13, 14 other teams. So them to beat us or whatever and rub it in our face and talk all this trash, blah, 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 it's irrelevant to me. I'm looking at our growing process in the future. Yeah. Because I know the big picture. Seattle won now, cool. Next year, we can be flipping the page with Garoppolo for all we know. You know,
it's time. So it's time.
I'm not worried about Seattle, man. They're so irrelevant. Like it's like we're millionaires, we're billionaires, and they're bums. You know what I mean? Like honestly, what do they have to really? They have nothing to compare to our legacy. What do they have to say to me other than we beat you 4 years in a row? I mean, that's it. That's all you can say.
And came up with one title, and blew another one. And embarrassed themselves. So
they got,
the time
how many
is
NFC
up.
West
Windows
championships
closed.
do they have, and they only got one Super Bowl to show for it? I wouldn't be bragging if I'm a Seattle fan. The only thing I'd be like, hey, man, I'm just glad we're on top right now because we haven't been here before, and I know it's going to go in cycles, so we're going to enjoy the moment. Yeah. If I was a Seattle fan, but because Seattle doesn't have real fans, and they're all delusional as hell, and they're new to this winning, thing, I expect them to say that.
Yeah.
You don't hear New England fans saying that about Miami, how they own Miami. You don't hear
and they
other
do.
teams who have 5 Super Bowls saying they own their rival. They've been there, done that before.
Yeah.
Seattle is a new child on the block. They're brand new.
Been there, done that. They can't say it. They just now been here and done that. That's all right. It's like I said.
Right, man.
Because they're sitting in the locker room now wondering, damn, they got another quarterback. May not be so easy next time.
Right.
You know that's in their head. You know it's in their head.
Yeah, man, they're like the dude who's in the club who had a one-night stand when we've had 50 one-night stands before. I mean, it doesn't faze us. Like, okay, you beat us 4 years in a row. I know a lot of San Francisco fans are mad at losing to them because that's been a recent divisional rivalry, I guess, because of their stupid coach and our coach through Harbaugh and stuff. But like I said, this is going to go in cycles. Once we start getting our stuff together, we'll be whooping Seattle's ass. It's going to be Bay versus L.A. That's what I predict because L.A. is a young team. They're on the rise. They're doing, they changed from last year to this year. We're going to go through the same thing. Seattle's going down. We're coming up. L.A.'s on the rise. It's going to be the Bay versus L.A. in the future. That's what it's going to be. Seattle will be irrelevant. They've always been irrelevant, in my opinion. One Super Bowl, one hit a quitter, one done. That's all they are. So, like I said, man, they are the Albie Shore of the NFL, man. I like that song he had back in the day, but that's the one-hit wonder, man. That's it. You can't go ahead about him for a while, man.
Mike, let me see tomorrow night. We're trying to get everybody in here before we get to
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Have a good night, Mike. Good stuff,
All right.
man. All right.
Take care, buddy.
You too. All right, let's go ahead and go to Rod. Hey, Rod.
What's going on, my man, Ronbo?
Oh, Rod, man, we're just sitting back here digesting this. And I'm just so glad the 49ers gave us that moment at the end of that game because it was really depressing watching the Hawks get away with another one. And then they got their eye poked out. They're walking out there with the eye swole up at least because we got one punch in. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm really enjoying is they're sitting back wondering now, damn, he came and did that. He put that on us in like less than a minute. And they got to start pointing at each other like, what did we do wrong? Yeah, but you just got hit up, boy.
I tell you what, man. When I saw that Joker command the huddle and command the line,
looked good, didn't he?
Took me back to Joe Montana the year we were beating Cincinnati in that Super Bowl, and he looked up and saw John Candy. You remember that film?
Yeah. I mean, he looked like he was completely charged.
He's made for this, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's made for this, and that's why I'm still not against the fact that Shanahan want to put him on hold for a minute. We don't need to show everybody the show yet.
Thank you.
The show is not complete.
Yes.
It's not complete. And to add on to something that you said earlier, man, a lot of these people obviously don't know football. To keep making these comments about how CJ is impatient in the pocket, how he doesn't throw the ball quick enough. Look, the man was not a first-round rookie, not a second-round rookie, but a third-round rookie.
Yes.
Meaning Shanahan knew it was going to take some time to put some touches on this boy to get his game right. So, man, we got two people. We got the Niner faithful and we got the whiner shameful. The same whiner shameful guys are the same ones that wanted to boo Alex Smith when he had 6 different offensive coordinators, but it wasn't his fault. But when he finally got it together and Cap outplayed him, then they said we should have kept Alex. Man, y'all ain't real Niner fans, man. Y'all just need to shut up. Real talk. Just shut up.
You know,
because they don't understand.
Yeah, you know, because the fact of the matter is, I said, you know, CJ, it's if you want to blame somebody, blame Brian Hoyer's ass. He was supposed to come in and lead the team from 1st to 16th game and let CJ learn from him, or just sit and learn.
Preach on.
Yeah, but
Preach on.
I keep saying, man, yeah, see, you want CJ in. You don't want CJ in. But nobody was listening. Okay, fine. Put him in. But I'm telling you guys, it's not going to be good. He's not ready. Nobody can hear it. So, you know, now, and well,
the other thing that I can say about CJ is this, man. Give a man credit for taking the abuse week after week and still coming back for more.
Yes.
Okay?
He's gamer.
That right there motivates me. Yeah. At least he'll be a solid backup.
Yes. He just needs more. He needs more training, more skills. The NFL game is too fast for him. They say he's holding the ball. He's not holding the ball. He's trying to think, y'all. He can't move that fast.
Not only that, but we don't even have a true wide receiver tandem, man. So it's not like he got Randy Moss or Terrell Owens in there trying to throw it to.
Thank you. The setting is not right for him.
And I'm with you, man. I'm with you 100%. And I'm going to throw this a little bit in because I know you got to hurry up and try to get more callers in. But save it for tomorrow, however you want to do it. But I'm going to say this right here. I am convinced right now the 4-3 defense is not what we made of. That's not us, man.
A lot of people believe
we need to go back to the 3-4. Go back and try to get Big Fangio.
Ooh. Hey, but you know what? The problem, I'm worried about switching. That means we have 5 different defensive coordinators. Rod, you know what? Can we stand it? Maybe we got more players for the 3-4 than we do the 4-3. We go through a defensive change every year. I'm so scared they're going to be training again and in the 6 weeks still trying to figure out the scheme. And I really wish Sal could do something different. I'm so worried about switching.
Now, you know I'm right about this, Ronbo. You know I'm right about this. If we can get Big Fangio back, man, come on.
He'll make it work.
We lost Pat Willis and Bowman in 1 year, and look how Chris Boylan came.
Yeah, I know, huh?
Fangio commands the defense, and he's a teacher.
He's going to be available.
Robert Saleh is trying to be Dan Quinn 2.0. He got the good brain, but he's not there yet. He's still on the curb, if you feel me.
I feel it, man. I just when they got rid of Mangini, I was one of the ones saying, "Oh man, y'all want to start over with the defense?" Mangini just lost some people he needed. We got rid of Mangini. We brought that fool O'Neal in last year, and they set a new record against the 49ers. And now we got Salah got linemen running down the field with tight ends. I have a problem with that too. I just don't know. Fangio, you're right. Fangio's gonna be open too, Rod. I don't know if the 49ers, because they wanted to get him this year. Chicago's probably gonna pay him. They're gonna give him the house because that defense looks good in Chicago. So I don't know.
I know. In a matter of 2 years, man. In a matter of 2 years, he turned that defense around. I'm sorry, 3 years.
Yeah.
But
they look good.
The other thing to keep in mind is this. As far as our defense go, man, we have wasted picks. Now, I'm not going to say wasted. I think it was a kind of a gamble to go after Armstead and then to go after Buckner. Buckner is the one that really, really looked like he's paying off. But it's like we had a conversation, I think, a couple of calls ago, man. I think this Armstead guy could be like a bargaining chip for another pick or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I feel what you're saying, the type of front that we have and the players that we have, trying to switch it back to a 3-4. You know, we really haven't done much drafting as far as linebackers or DBs go. We've gotten more linemen than we've done anything on the defensive side.
And we still can't play no defense.
I don't think
it don't make no sense. We've been trying to build a defense for how many years, and we still getting the brains beat out. That's just the thing that worries me. Is it the scheme or is it the players? Rod, I gotta stop there, though, Rod.
Fuck that Trent Baalke motherfucker, man.
It's him, but Bro, we got to talk.
Trent Baalke.
Ron, come on back tomorrow night, Ron. Let's continue with this, man, because we got a lot of folks waiting. But yeah, I agree with you, man. I don't know what we're gonna do. We got a few problems here. They got to work it out. But these guys are smart. Let's see what they do. All right.
We'll see you on Raw, man. It's a new day.
All right, Rob. Be looking for you. All right. And all right, Tito, come on.
What's up, Rambo?
Oh, Tito, man.
Yo, I don't think we should switch defensive coordinator because the players we got right now is for that kind of defense. And we did let go of some players that would have been fit nice for the other defense we used to have.
3-4.
We still need corner, or at least one cornerback help. We need a defensive end. I mean, right now, we just maybe 2 or 3 players in the defense that we need help. I am starting to think maybe Armstead, it is a bargaining chip for another pick or something like that because he's not, pushing it. We do need help on that defensive end. Now, as a quarterback, Jimmy G, people better stop crying. Oh, we should put him in. I said, no, man. Let him sit out there. Let him sit and learn more. Next year is a new year for us. This year's a waste. I love the man. He does good. Let me tell you, Belichick did not want to trade him. They wanted to keep him. But he wanted to start, and there was no way in the world New England could afford to pay him starting money as a backup. There's no way. So we're lucky we got that man. The man got the skill. The man knows how to play. But I'm worried right now because our GM Lynch came out of nowhere and said, well, we got a bargaining chip right here to trade with. He said that, then he took it back. I'm kind of a little bit worried there because if he comes out...
Tito, I can help you out with that, though, because I read that article. He said that because somebody accused him of that. I think it was Matt Shafter said, well, the 49ers could still conceivably use Jimmy Garoppolo as a trading chip. And instead of Lynch thinking before he spoke, he says, well, I guess you could use him for that. He was just saying he'd be a good bargaining chip if you wanted to do that. And then later on he says, I guess that was a stupid thing to say. So he realized that he shouldn't have said. I don't think he meant that in that way, but it was taken that way.
I know. I mean, I'm hoping he's right because I really like Jimmy G. I really do. I like to keep him. That's for sure.
Because he ain't gonna get. He's not gonna get that dude out of Washington.
Yeah, people right there cry. Oh, we got to see if we got our franchise or save it. Man, you don't see anything. All you got to do is this. He's gonna sit back, learn the playbook. If Beathard just can't come back, David, you might see him. But if I was the 49ers, I still keep him there learning. You know why? Because they know what the hell they're going to do. We don't. We're fans. That's all we are. We wish we had him. Okay? Yeah. Because right now, he has the skills. He ain't New England's other quarterback that was a bust. Not this man.
Well,
There's
they got
much
2 or 3,
upside in this man.
Yeah.
And 2, our offensive line will be fixed. Will be next year. Just wait. Stop crying about that. The man is good. I'm happy I'm praying we keep him. The only thing I know is I am so happy Seattle saw what's going to happen to them.
That's what I enjoy.
Because he scored. He just threw that boom touchdown. Hello. But you know what? All I know is this. Seattle is overdone. Arizona, also the same. You got the oldest team, Arizona. You got Seattle. They're not going to win the way they used to. There's no way. The only 2 teams in our division that's going to back-to-back bump in head like crazy, if everything plays the way the 49ers GM is talking about and all that, is the Niners and the Rams. Because right now, we be drafting defense in first round, period. But like I said before, we need help in the defensive end. Maybe get another corner. Maybe another linebackers. I think we're good there. But we definitely need a big boy in the middle to help out Buckner. I think Armstead's going to be gone because he's not improving the way he should be.
Sal has promised he's not going. Sal has promised that he's part of the future plan, though.
Saleh can say whatever the hell he want to say, but it's up to the GM.
But you know
if they just somebody comes out and they make a deal,
True.
Believe me, we sign a big boy in free agency. Guess what? He's gone.
He's gone. And it could be, Saleh may have said that to up his trade value. They do that all the time. Up that trade value by talking about how valuable he is.
And guys got to understand that the San Francisco 49ers are rebuilding. This ain't no 1 year wonder. Oh, we should start them when we start winning. Start winning what, man? We're not going to the playoffs this year.
Yep.
We're out.
Yep.
Right now, I always say, man, the more we lose, I hate losing more than anybody in the world. But you know what? I want that draft because we get that pick, we could trade back down, get more picks. All I know is we need big time players. Couple of big time players in the draft and free agency. And the way we got the cap, baby, we got the money. I could see us being big time players in free agency. The only thing that gets me a little bit worried, if we end up with either the second or whatever, either we trade back or we do something crazy drafting that, I don't know, that defensive end or running back. Because there's too many. I keep on reading on sites, man. They got us drafting the Penn State running back.
Everybody does.
I like him. I like him a lot. I won't say I won't mind drafting him. But the only way I could see us drafting, if we trade our pick to a team that is so desperate, that is willing to give up the 2 first rounds this year. You got Buffalo, you got a couple other teams that's desperate. Now, if it does happen, imagine we do draft the Penn State running back. Then we got that second first round. We move up. We get either a stud offensive lineman or stud defensive end.
Tito, what? Tito, let's jump into tomorrow night, all right? Because the Raw is gonna be. Oh, that's right. You're not. Tito doesn't have tomorrow night. Okay, Tito.
We see how it goes, man.
All right. Because I'll be.
What time do you guys be on tomorrow night?
7 p.m. PST. But that's 10 o'clock, I guess. 11 o'clock, 10 or 11 o'clock for you.
All right. I see what I can do.
All right.
Well, either way, baby, I like what I saw.
Yeah.
Niners for life, man. You take it easy, Ronbo.
All right, Tito. Pleasure to have you again, man. All right. Talk to you later.
All right.
All right. Hey, Brian. Hey, Brian. There he is. He's got that backdrop and that gorgeous Australian sky. Man, I tell you, he never gets any bad weather. Brian.
Hey, mate, how are you?
Oh, great, man. I tell you, I was depressed until they brought in the last second, and Jimmy G comes in and gives a demonstration of how you're supposed to run that offense. I was like blown away. That was madness. His cool and calm and his direction as those fiendish Hawks were running at him at 100 miles an hour. I said to he steps up into the pocket and to the left a little bit. He's keeping his eye on them and the pressure coming to his right. He's watching his receiver. He's making sure he's got plenty of time to get open. Boom! Hits him in the window. It must have been about, 6 inches wide, the width of the football. That was an amazing thing. So I'm feeling good now. Oh!
Yeah. It was interesting. I was watching him pretty closely when he came in, and he seems to have what all the good quarterbacks seem to have. He seems to be very balanced.
Yeah.
When he stands there, and if you look at his movements in the pocket, they're very minimal.
Yep.
And you see that with Brady, and you see that with Breeze, and the better quarterbacks seem to be very balanced and centered when they're in the pocket, and you could see that straight away when he came out. He was very poised, very calm, and he's just minimal efforts and minimal movements.
Right,
but then,
that's the way to put it. Minimal efforts. He wasn't working hard. He wasn't frantic.
No.
He wasn't concerned about those madmen coming at him. He just took care of it cleanly and calmly.
It looked like he was relaxed.
Yes.
That's what it looked like to be. And like I say, if you see the top-line quarterbacks, they all sort of seem to have that trait, and that's probably what separates them a bit from the rest. But, it was really interesting to see that little cameo from him, and it'll be interesting to see if they're forced to play him next week.
Cameo appearances by Jimmy Garoppolo.
See whether Beathard can sort of come back for next week, or whether they're actually forced to. The decision might be taken out of their hands. So we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah.
Somebody said there was a rumor out that he'd be out of Week 12 anyway, but You know, I really, I guess it'd be okay. I mean, he seems to handle pressure. I don't think that the pressure could be any stronger from any other team other than the Seattle Seahawks. He seems to handle pressure kind of well, doesn't he? I was a little concerned. Maybe we don't need to be concerned. He stepped out of that pressure like there was nothing. Like, is that the best you guys can do? I've seen worse, and he just made his play. I was amazed.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it all looks positive. It'll be, you know, like everyone keen to see it a little bit more. But like I say, the decision to play him or not might be taken out of their hands depending on CJ's knee. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, see, that's true. Yeah.
Just the game in general, like the first half was not a bad effort. Like the defense was playing okay, and we were struggling a little bit with our offense, and obviously we didn't have as much time to pass the ball today, obviously.
Yeah.
And so that obviously that impacts on your offense. But we sort of got our running game going, and just in that start of that third quarter, and Hyde got going because he'd been struggling in the first half, and he sort of, the O-line actually got it together there for a series, and we actually made some big meters to get down to get that goal. So
finally.
Yeah, but I think, you know, obviously the biggest problem we have is sustaining pressure. You know, we do all the hard work, and then we make a little mistake, or we drop the ball, or we have a bad throw, and the pressure's released. And so the defense just got a bit tired towards the end, and that was pretty much the story of the day. But I mean, that's what you get when you get a young developing team. They can do good things, but they just can't do it for long enough, and that showed out a bit today. But a couple of the younger players flashed a bit today, which is really what we should be all concentrating on, is the development of these younger players. So.
Witherspoon.
Yeah, what did you think?
Yeah, you mentioned players that stuck out and flashed. Witherspoon, I see one of the best runs I've seen from Breda today. I was like, really, last week he did that when he gets the Giants, that tightrope thing he likes to do. I would have
liked to have seen him just use him a little bit more.
Yeah.
I would have just liked to have seen him just inserted in the game a little bit more. But at the end of the day, I suppose they know what they're doing. But a couple of runs that he had were quite good.
Brian, would you re-sign Eric Reid? Eric Reid to me is such a he sends you through all kinds of emotions. Eric Reid had a good game today, actually. And if there's any contemplation as to whether to keep him or not, I want to keep him. So I'm still worried. Are they going to keep him? Kwaski T is very good. I just don't know.
I'm a big believer in, if you've got good players, you don't let them go. You don't let them walk unless you're going to get some really good deal. But you not only need good frontline players, you need good depth. And, with Big Brownie out today, like we struggled, that's where the depth really part on the O-line came into it. So if you've got good players and better than average players, you don't really want to lose anyone of that nature. And, we talk about Armstead in the same vein. I can't see them getting rid of him unless they're offered something that's too good to refuse. So that's my thoughts on it. If you've got, blokes with upside, no, you don't let them walk, I wouldn't think.
They got a lot of decisions to make, but they do need a speed rusher, and I'm not sure.
Yeah,
they may not. Maybe they don't. Aaron Lynch, I think, is in deep trouble. So
me too. I don't think he survives. To be honest.
And Talmapino, they won't even take a look at him. So we'll see, because if they draft Bradley Chubb, one of the Aaron Lynch or Talmapino probably is gone. So you got to have some depth.
You might see Talmapino in the last 2 games of the year. The last 2 games of the year, they might just throw in a lot of guys that they haven't used much during the year just to have a look.
And they may as well.
So we'll just wait and see on that. But that would not surprise me. The last 2 games of the year, just throw in a few of the youngsters and just see what they can do. So.
All right, Brian. I tell you what, I really would like to see you tomorrow night if you got a chance, man. It's actually tomorrow afternoon for you, isn't it? Early today.
Yeah, it's a bit hard for me to ring in during the week because it's in the middle of the day when I'm at work.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm supposed to be at work today, but I've got a day off. So,
all right.
Yeah. All right. I make my day off Mondays so I can call in and listen to you guys and watch the game. So.
All right. It's always great to hear from you. All right, Brian. We'll talk to you later then.
No worries.
All right.
Good to chat as always.
Yeah. Have a good day.
I'll talk to you down the track a bit.
All right. Have a great day, too.
All right, mate.
How can you possibly
Take it
have
easy.
a great day? All right. Bye-bye, Brian.
Bye.
All right, let's go ahead and see what Chris has got going on. Chris.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, Chris. We're just sitting back here licking our wounds again because we just lost to the goddamn Seahawks again. But at least we got a treat at the end, so a preview of things to come. It was like watching before you see Star Wars and all those other movies coming next fall. No, how do they put it? Coming in the fall of 2018. Here comes Jimmy G. Boom! Boom! Touchdown Niners! He done it in such a way that it was just way too easy. That was pretty.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, man. You could, that's like you were saying. You could tell right away that it was the 4 years of polish that he has had, and it's starting to show, you know. And it goes to show how much of a player can benefit by learning from a guy like Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that's over here bashing on CJ Beathard, that was like the first people that were saying, "Oh, put CJ in," when Hoyer was sucking with us, man. I mean, he's not there yet, but I mean, he needs a lot. He needs a little bit of seasoning, but he's competent, man. I like him, like I really do. He's a tough guy right there, man.
He just
and that's what the Niners need. They need mean dudes. They need beasts, man. And that's something that they lack.
Yeah.
So I like him personally. I like him.
Same here. I've got nothing against CJ. I just knew that maybe he was being put in above his head too soon, but he was forced into action, and they tried. But you're gonna get him killed out there. You know, CJ took a lot of hits. And some of those hits he could have avoided by getting rid of the ball a little sooner, and everybody understands that. To keep him out there, though, it is kind of scary. I got a feeling Garoppolo does finish the season because at some point Kyle's going to realize CJ's going to get hurt. You know, he needs a little more seasoning. He needs more polish. He could sit back and learn, and which is what I thought he was going to do this year until, as I say, Brian Hoyer, like you mentioned, blew it, and CJ was forced into action. That was not a part of the original plan. So I'm going to see what's happening.
Yeah, the original plan was for Hoyer to be the stepping stone, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. But then again, this is part of the offensive line. God, that offensive line is bad.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say right now, man. I mean, I'm all on that drafting a guard and tackle in the first round, man. Forget all the Saquon Barkley speculations, man. We don't need that. It's easy to go for a sexy pick, man, but the Niners ain't in a position to be in a sexy pick, man. They need to have a lot of holes to fill, man. Like minimum, they need one good player in each position. Not bad.
That's a good way to put it. If you go to every position, except for you can't, quarterback, you probably you could get another one actually. One player and we need. That's a lot of people though. That's a lot of people.
Oh yeah. Forget the quarterback. We're set on quarterback, man. I don't know why people are here on CJ Beathard, man. He could be a good backup, man, for Jimmy. We're good on quarterback. We need if you think about it, we need one good player in every position, man. Yeah. I mean, DeForest Buckner can't do it on his own. Come on, man. He needs someone to step up. But he's coming off on an injury, so we'll see what happens. I still got faith in that guy.
Yeah, and the defense.
I don't know about Chop, but I'm not ready to give up on Eric Reid, man. You see how everybody got injured? All the secondary got injured? No, man. We need that guy. Right?
You got to keep him. Because you know what? They can rotate him. Everybody can play. Just keep rotating. Because Kwaski T was looking awesome before he left. Do you know, I think Kwaski T, he may have lost his lead today. No, his lead stays right there. Kwaski T has been gone for how many weeks? 3 weeks already?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
You know, I think he leads the team still in tackles. T was a madman this year.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. So, him and Eric Reid.
He's still in the top 3 or something?
Last time he had 55 total tackles on the year, and that leads. And behind him was Ray Ray. Ray Ray's gone. So I think Kwaski T is still a lead on this team. So that means Eric Reid and also Kwaski T, because Kwaski T can play over the top for you if if Jimmy Ward goes down, Kwaski T could go back there too. He could play either safety spot. Kwaski T may be an MVP potential. And I told people here before, I said, you know what? Kwaski T needs more snaps. He got him. Now look, he is what everybody thought he might be. So, I want to see him back next year.
I have a feeling Baalke could move to the free safety, man. Eric Reid on the strong safety, man. That's a strong ass duo right there, man.
Well, Eric is going to be the box guy for sure. He's going to be at the strong safety. So yeah, but we got to worry about what we're seeing now.
That's a strong duo.
Yeah, injuries though. That's the only problem we got. We guys getting injured, so you're going to have somebody come in there. Yeah. The depth quality is going to be the thing. And next year it's going to become a problem. That's why the 49ers, you talk about money saving, because you can't renew all these contracts and keep our depth. That's the thing that scares me. When we run out of money, oh no! We become like other teams. We got nobody to fill in. So
I'm scared about. I'm a little. The suspense is killing me. How they're gonna do? They're gonna handle the whole Carlos Hyde and Eric Reid extension with them, man. I don't know what's gonna happen.
And then you got a franchise tag. You got a franchise tag. And you got a franchise tag. What's his name? Just in case, because I know what kind of deal they're gonna run. Chris, let me see you. Come on back and join us tomorrow night for Raw, will you? It's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, man. I'm there.
All right. Have a great night, bro.
All right, you too, man. Good talking to you.
Thanks. Let's get Raymond. Go ahead, Raymond.
Yo, what up, Ronbo?
Yo, man. We're going through all these emotions of 49er fans again, man. We're happy, we're sad. We're happy, we're sad. We're excited, we're worried. I mean, every emotion a person can go through, a 49er fan will endure. What are you thinking?
Yeah, well, like I told you before, I always tell you, see, you keeping Eric Reid. See what I said? First play of the game, boom. Yeah. Interception. If Garoppolo was out there, we would have won that game. We would have smashed them, actually.
I think so.
We was playing good. What's up with the defensive coordinator? He about to get fired if I see my defensive lineman running down the field chasing another wide receiver. That's crazy, man. Tell him I said if he to do that shit again, me and him gonna have words, man. That dude crazy, man. What the hell is he doing? We was shutting them down, bro. We was shutting their ass down. They was looking crazy. The only point they got was off of garbage that we gave them.
Yeah.
Off a fumble, bro. Like, we was shutting them down, and he tried some exotic bullshit. If he do that shit again, tell him I said he fired, yo. Straight up. He can't be doing that dumb shit. That was dumb, bro. That was straight dumb. All right, don't do that ever again. I don't want to see my defensive lineman running down the field. That's crazy, man. Keep the pressure on him. You had the dude scrambling for his life. He was about to get a concussion. He was about to get injured that game. But they come out rushing 3 linemen again. I said I don't like that. Y'all not listening to me or something, man? Come on, man. I don't like to see that. Stop rushing 3 linemen. Rush the quarterback. But anyway, Garoppolo looked good, so we got the first play of the game and the last play of the game telling us where we going. We going to Super Bowl next year probably, or we going to be in the playoffs. We going to win our division. Garoppolo looked real good, man. He dancing around like Tom Brady in there, man. His footwork looked crazy. He's stepping up, getting away from the linemen. It don't matter that we got a garbage offensive line with him in there. Let him play. He needs to play. Yeah. Let him play and get some reps under him. So he could be ready for next year and earn the money we're going to pay him, because we're going to pay him some money this year. Yeah. Why keep him on ice and then his bones don't get used to playing and he break his shit at training camp like all these other quarterbacks. Let him get his bones oiled up. You know what I'm saying? All these other quarterbacks running around the training camp get broken up. We straight up. But if that defensive dude do that again, he's fired. Tell him he's fired. Tell him I say he's fired.
And you're right, because the Hawks...
He can't do that.
I mean, since the Hawks smell blood, as soon as they see the 49ers... But it's the same defense they run. They're off... Why do their defensive linemen seem to stay with our people?
He can't do that. You can't do that, man. That's how they start catching up and winning. And then the referee cheated on us. My man didn't even pass interference out there. They call it phantom flags again. Come on, ref. Y'all got to get fined for that. Y'all want to fine the players for that. That was a bad call. That was a total bad call. Dante Johnson, good defense. Akilo doing good. Glad Rashad Robinson wasn't out there. Maybe it would have been a good call. Like I told you about that. Carlos Hyde he might. I keep him, man. I keep him. He gonna have to work a deal out, because he need to understand that he can't get top dollar if he wants to stay around here, because we got options. And so is Eric Reid. He seemed like a good dude, so he should get an incentive-based deal. I think that they could work something out with him. He a playmaker. Why are you going to trade all your playmakers away?
I like incentive-based deals.
When you need that.
All of us get incentive-based deals.
We straight.
Yeah. Yeah, Parag got to work out them incentive-based deals where he lets him know, listen, you have a good season. You'll be one of the highest-paid people in your position in the league. It's all up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why anybody would, argue with that, unless you're just sorry
Right, based
and
off their
soft.
performance, I think. Kaepernick did a deal like that, didn't he?
But they did. And they said at the end of the year, we'll evaluate whether or not we want to continue with you. But Cap was confident, and he had every right to be. But we know what happened with that. So I don't know how many players accept.
Yeah, but he can't have my boy running down the field chasing wide receivers.
No, I agree.
That's crazy. Running backs, whoever. He's the defensive tackle, man. Stop doing that crazy stuff.
Ronald Blair
Just play the defense the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And blitz. Y'all was doing good, man. Flushing the dude out the pocket. He was getting a little baby completions. He hit us a few times. Doug Ballman had one catch. Keep doing that. Then as soon as y'all go with the three down linemen rushing garbage, that's when they start winning. They ain't even do nothing. But it's all right. It's a good loss. That's a good loss. At least we got a quarterback. And for all those C.J. Beathard fans, I just like to win. Garoppolo looked like he a beast. I'm about to maybe go get one of his jerseys. He do that again. He'd step up out that pocket again looking like that, boy. That's what it is. And it's the angel coming down, right? Because he's going to make Kyle Shanahan play him. You see that?
Yeah, that's
he's going to make Kyle Shanahan play him. T.J. Beathard got creamed.
As long as he didn't get seriously
hurt. I hope he's not hurt, but I hope he's hurt.
Yeah,
So
can't get him seriously
playing Garoppolo.
But you know what, though? But you're right. It did give the fan base a lift because we've seen the potential of having Garoppolo in it. I already knew. I told people, everybody, we don't know what he looks like. Listen, go watch him play Arizona and Miami. He can play. I'm telling you. They didn't know, but no, man.
Man, watch his feet work.
Yeah, he's good.
His feet work. He looked like he's stepping on the little the little dance machine thing.
Light on his feet, ain't he? Dude is like. That's Brady's nephew.
Play a twist
I'm
out
telling
there,
you, man.
boy. He look good, man. Let him play. I hope T.J. Beathard is not injured. I just hope he hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hope he hurt. So he got to sit out.
Oh, no, Raymond,
I hope he's not injured for his career's sake.
Raymond's listening
Saying just so Garoppolo, they force him to play. Yeah.
Because they like, I want to bring that dude off the practice squad. He needs to establish himself in the NFL, and here's his chance.
Man, we got to pay him a lot of money. He need to play. And then for all y'all people think he get injured, that's why we got a whole offseason if he do get injured.
No, but you know what? He won't get heal up. But you know what? He won't get injured. You know why, Raymond? As I say, did you see how he handled that pressure? I was scared for him. He didn't even look to his right, but he felt that pressure coming. He steps out of the way of them fools and makes a play and gets rid of that ball lightning quick. And I'm telling you, that was impressive. I want to see more of him, but I can wait.
And his feet quick, too.
Yes.
I mean, he was running quick, too.
Yeah.
He running quick, and he know how to slide. He slide like a baseball player.
Calm.
He probably is Superman. That's Superman right there.
Telling you, man, the dude's got
Superman,
control.
Yeah.
Man, come out on the field. He's looking around off the offensive line. He's getting the ball in order. Boom, snap.
Yeah, he good, man. I'm glad we got him, man. They did good
Jeez.
getting him. So now what we need to do, you know what, man? We need to draft an offensive lineman. We need a wide receiver. A nice wide receiver for him to throw to, and then we good.
There you go. Raymond, let me
get
some
keep
other folks.
Godwin. Keep Goodwin, keep Goodwin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you know they. Raymond, come on back tomorrow
It'll
night,
give Goodwin a lot more single one-on-one coverages.
Oh, man, Goodwin
if he had another big target out there, Goodwin could get a lot more space.
Yeah. Goodwin was a beast tonight. I keep telling people Goodwin. I love being right. I really do. I said, get off my boy Goodwin after arguing. Get off my boy Goodwin. He can play. So, I got 300-400 people. I got to go back to my Instagram later. Raymond, let me see the ball.
I need apology from the referees because that wasn't no flag over there for my boy Dante Johnson. That was he turned his head around. He was looking for the ball. That was a bad call.
We're going to call him out.
Gave him the ball at the one, man. Stop playing with me. Cheating.
All right, Raymond. Raymond, let me see tomorrow night, Raymond.
Cheating, man.
All right, Raymond, we got to go,
all
man.
Right.
Have a good night, Raymond. My boy Raymond.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, bro. All right. Hey, I'm reading here. This is John Lynch, 49ers riding positive momentum in the CIC. But he says, first of all, I wanted to say our fans are better than that. As Foster said, you wait until a guy steps up to cheer, not when a guy goes down. And then when he's up, you cheer. See, the 49er players did not appreciate what happened out there at the park. That was cold. I think sometimes we get caught up in emotions. I'm hoping some of the fans that did that have reflected on themselves and thought for a minute, yeah, they right. I don't know what I was thinking about. I was tripping. Because because that's just not right. All right, let's go to Keith. Keith, you got a lot of noise, Keith. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? What's going on, baby?
Hey, Keith, man. 49ers, man.
Ronbo!
Yes!
Hey, man. Man, it's been a sad year for us, man.
I know.
It's been sad, but you know what?
It's going to get better.
Join Pentecost, you know?
Yeah.
I like the little trade-off we had with the good quarterback we got, Jimmy G. That was the hell of a move. I was listening to the guy not too long ago, about 3 callers earlier, and he was talking about turns up to 4-3. I don't think that's a good idea right now. I think we should rock out for another year or two, see what we got. But I don't think Armstead needs to stay because he ain't been doing shit for about 3 years. So I feel that we need to get another edge rusher. But as far as that, man, you know, we rebuilding. I'm looking. It's looking good. It's looking good as far as the future.
True.
We just gotta take our punches and roll with it, man. Like, I mean, we've been beat up, but it's been games we've been in. It's been games that we've been blown out. You know what I'm saying? My Super Bowl right now this year was the Eagles, if you got an ass whoop, so I got to hear that for the next year or two. So it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? When I got to hear these cats out Philly and the tri-state area, I got to hear this for the next year or two until we get our stuff together. But other than that, man, I'm feeling good about our situation, man, as far as the off-season offensive line. Offensive line has to be the key. We got a lot of money out there. Let's get some hitters on the offensive line that can block for a quarterback. Get some lanes for a running back. And go from there, man. Other than that, I think our defense is good besides the bum-ass corners we got. But other than that, we are it.
I agree. I like what I see, especially the youngsters we're talking about.
I like where we at as far as everything else. I think we could, you know, as far as the all-season lineman, a corner or two, and a big-time wide receiver. If we don't get a wide receiver that can, like, open up the lanes for our guys out there, then I'm going to have an issue. Because I think it's now that it's go for the offensive line, a cornerback, and a big-time wide receiver. And I think we'll be all right, man. Because we got other players that's already keyed in. That's already keyed in, my man. So, I mean, you know.
I agree. And they're probably arguing. Go ahead.
I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying they've got to look for another tight end. I need one more premier tight end, and I'll be happy. I'd rather have actually another big tight end than I would a premier wide receiver, because I do know that Kyle Shanahan's offense is more effective. As somebody pointed out earlier, them 3 tight end sets, you can't stop that when it's done right. And Cole Nicoteri with them soft hands, but I need a couple of more guys that can play and also block. And only Kittle can block, but we haven't got that third guy. Actually, Selleck can block, but these guys, I think there's an upgrade you can be finding on them as well.
But you know what? Selleck don't got a receiving and running type of situation.
True.
He really can't break out like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, as far as Selleck, I mean, he's consistent in blocking. I can give him that. But as far as the other schemes that Billy Boy's throwing out there, he don't fit the scheme like that.
Yeah.
He don't fit the scheme as far as that. But he definitely not on that behalf. But I just feel like his offensive line is a guarantee. I don't care. We spend $100 million. I don't care. We spend all our cap space on that. On that offensive line, we need it. Seriously.
Yeah, because we can't do anything offensively until we get an offensive line. You're right. You know? I tell you what, I'm gonna... Keith.
The blocking is terrible. It's been terrible all year.
longer actually.
It's incredible.
Keith, tomorrow night, Keith, we got to go. But listen, tomorrow night you call in, you're gonna have a good time because we've been calling out some offensive line tomorrow night. It's raw. It's like all about tearing people down and messing up. So let me see you then, okay?
Okay, that's a bet, bro.
All right, Keith.
Good talking to you, man. Happy birthday holidays too.
Hey, thanks, Keith. You too, man. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, Jim.
All right, so we go to Randy Orton, the Riddler. What's that I call him? Tony Orton Jr. Tony. Tony, are you ready, Tony?
Hello?
Yeah, Tony. So,
what up?
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm juiced. I mean, this is the thing. We got juiced because we beat the Giants, and then tonight we get juiced by seeing Garoppolo come out and just hold a clinic on how to handle the Hawks. I can't remember the last time I've been so delighted. He did that with such smooth and poise. It's like I was trying to tell people. I was comparing between the Rolls Royce and maybe a nice car. I said, there's a difference. Jimmy Garoppolo's the Rolls Royce, guys. CJ is a quarterback that's in learning, so he would be your Mazda or something like that. So don't make that comparison. And we haven't seen yet. CJ could be the right one. I said, no, you don't understand. CJ's not ready yet. So now everybody sees CJ's not ready. He's not a bad quarterback. Nobody's saying that. But he needs more time. That's been my whole argument, and I think we saw that clearly tonight. So
Yeah. He's a rookie, man. Like,
yes.
Like I was actually gonna come in here and do another like wah type of shit, but I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I will say this. Now y'all know how I feel looking at Brian Hoyer and y'all calling for CJ, and now it's CJ y'all calling for Garoppolo. I think, yeah, it's I was like. I don't know. I don't even want to bring that back up.
I remember we both agreed on that because I knew this was going to happen. He's not ready. The league is moving too fast for him. The speed of the game is too fast. And like you pointed out that day when you said some of the flaws he had, well, those can be fixed, I think, but not against the Hawks. He needs time. And that's been my whole contention. You want somebody to leave Brian Hoyer out there and let him be killed. But fortunately, Tony, Brian Hoyer leaving is the only reason why we have Garoppolo, so I'm okay with it. But I feel bad for CJ.
Yeah, I do too, man. CJ, I don't think he didn't play very well. But there was one throw that made me really proud. It made me really proud of him, and he literally steps up. It was one of his only good throws to Goodwin. He literally steps up. He knows he's going to get whacked. He sees Richardson in his face.
Yeah.
And Richardson just smacks him.
Yeah.
And he
made that throw.
But in order to make that throw, he had to step up in the pocket, and he knew he was going to get hit, and he got hit. And that. And I will say one thing for CJ Beathard, because he has one thing you cannot teach, and that is mental toughness.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a defining characteristic of a franchise quarterback, and I think Kyle knows it.
Yep.
I think in fact, it might have been reinforced by the fact that Matt Ryan kind of crumbled on that play in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And I think he might have realized how much you need somebody like that to stand in there the very last second and deliver that ball.
Absolutely.
Is CJ the quarterback of the future? No, I don't think so. Can he be a good quarterback? Yeah, I think he'd be a good quarterback. But he just doesn't have the development. And Garoppolo. I'm not even making an argument against CJ against Garoppolo.
I know, and that's a bad argument. I agree.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's factual that Garoppolo has more time, and he has more time under Brady. And you know what really scared me today, Ronbo? It was crazy. I saw so much of Tom Brady's nuance.
Yeah.
In Garoppolo,
Same
the little
style.
hop thing he does. That's Brady, dude.
Yeah.
It's the crazy. I was like, that's so crazy.
I knew it.
It was weird.
Yeah. He's been there 4 years. He's been watching him. And think about it, Tony. You're watching the best quarterback of a generation. Of course you're going to steal from him. I knew it. And he has the capability to steal from him. He was so calm looking for his receivers. That's Tom Brady Jr., man. I loved it. So, looking forward to the days ahead.
Oh, absolutely. I think we have a bright future. I think fans are just frustrated, man. Like, you got to remember, we had that 4-game stretch where we lost by 11 points and combined 11 points, and that kind of boils over when you put it in the context of the rest of the season.
Sure.
So, I get it. People are frustrated. I think they kind of overplayed the fact that people were cheering for Garoppolo? Yeah, I think they did. I think what happened was it took CJ going down for Garoppolo to come in, and the fans weren't necessarily cheering that CJ got hurt. I don't know a fan that would do that. I think they were just cheering because they were just excited that, maybe Garoppolo could give him a spark, and to be honest, he kind of did. But was it an appropriate time to cheer? Not really, but I don't think you can expect the average fan to be that aware. I mean, maybe, but what do you think?
I was worried because, as you mentioned, Salvador called in. He was at the stadium, and he says, actually, we couldn't tell if people were cheering because Jimmy G's coming in or because Beathard's going down. That was what nobody could distinguish. But then they saw the players turning around, and they're getting into it with the people in the stands. And I said, God dang, what did that look like? I mean, Reid and Eli Harrell were giving business to the people in the stands, and Reuben Foster, and I guess he was on the field taking it in. He comes in and makes a statement that was totally out of line by the fans. I just wish people would. It's embarrassing to us, Tony, as 49er fans, to know that people walk amongst us that would have that kind of shame. That's so inappropriate. And I don't care how old you are. Your parents should have taught you better. You see this guy going down. He's a 49er. What are you cheering for? He's on your team. I mean, you want to cheer for Jimmy G? Okay. But don't cheer for that poor kid that just got creamed. He was out there trying to win a game for you. It's disturbing. So fans are like that sometimes. If you're sitting next to you, can't elbow him in the face because now you got to go to jail. It just bothers me. Damn.
Yeah, like, I agree 100%. But before I jump up out of here, oh man, I really don't know about Salah, Ronbo.
I know that's worrisome. You just what you talked about last week. He was doing it today. We're watching Ronnie Blair running down the field with tight ends. I knew you saw it.
Yeah,
I thought about you when I saw that.
I brought it up as like, I mean, at least he took the idea. I mean, it's not like he actually heard me, but his thinking was correct. But dude, I still don't like the idea of dropping linemen in coverage, especially. No, dude. Eli Harold is justifiable. Eli Harold actually played a couple good coverage snaps, but
Ronald Blair didn't.
Not Blair. Yeah, dude. And even when they rushed 3 and they dropped Earl Mitchell in coverage again, and you're not pressuring you're not going to pressure Wilson, dude. Wilson is already really good under pressure.
Yeah.
You think you're going to sit back and play against a zone against him? No, he's going to fucking pick you apart.
And
you're better off rushing 4 or even bring a blitz, dude. I'd rather live and die by the blitz than play a zone because he's too good for that. He'll wait it out. And he'll run it for first down, or he'll just find the open receiver eventually. He's good at it, man. Like I'll give Wilson credit all day. He is really something to watch. Like, I mean, I hate it. I get frustrated. I want to fucking run on the field and punch him in the face myself. But it's
God, he gets away with that every time.
He's talented, so I'll give it to him.
Yeah, got to. That's all right, though, because we're going to make some changes. There's going to be new personnel in next year. They're going to figure this one out. I just know it. So no need to worry. We got some pieces in place already, so we don't have to get the whole unit. I don't know what we're going to do about Tony, I do worry about the defense switching. I don't want a 5th coordinator in there, unless it is Fangio, because Fangio seems to make a defense work no matter what. I just don't know what they're going to do, though. But I wish we could run the 4-3 because I like the 4-3, actually. I've been wanting it for a couple of years.
I agree. I agree, Ronbo. And actually, people don't know this. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm counting on people not knowing this, but Vic Fangio was part of the Dome Patrol over in New Orleans before he even got to the 49ers. So Fangio's been around a long time, and this is Robert Saleh's rookie defensive coordinator year. So I think he's still learning too. I think he's a smart guy. I think he's going to stop with the well, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he'll perfect it. But we still need pieces, man. And so before I say give him the boot, I want to give him another year.
Yeah.
Even I know the season's not even over yet, but I do want to give him another year, Ronbo, because you're right. We need at least some measure of consistency.
Right.
Maybe they can fire him mid-season next season if he's really that bad. But I think we need guys in a singular scheme for a good amount of time to properly judge what's going on.
Yeah, I fully agree. And with that, Tony, let's get ready for Raw tomorrow night. It should be. Trey has already given us a preview of how bad it's going to get. But we're going to keep it football oriented, so everybody knows if you're watching right now, you've been afraid of Raw or scared you away. We made some format changes, and people will talk football instead of talking personal business. All right, Tony. See you tomorrow night.
Reuben sandwich. Reuben sandwich. Bye.
Trez.
Hold up, wait a minute, Ronbo, put some red and gold up
Pulls
there.
out the sprinkler of red and gold and sprinkles down. Yo, Trez.
Ronbo, let's get to the business.
All right.
I'm a lot of my stuff I'm gonna save for tomorrow. I just want to say this real quick. Look, to the 49er Empire, those who are calling in, man, hey, look, stop the jokes, man, really, for real. Stop the motherfucking jokes, because this is sad. You know, that you all don't understand what state your team is in. It's just really week to week calling in, different opinion each week. This team is rebuilt, straight up. CJ Beathard has came in here, been a hell of a lot better than goddamn star man Brian Hoyer we had. And you want to get out here and you get Jimmy Garoppolo for a second-round pick, a seasoned 4-year player that sat behind Tom Brady. You got to a little sprinkle of what you wanted to see of him, because y'all hollering, we ain't seen enough. Well, you can't wait till next year, so you got to see that. And you still hollering to them out there. We have nothing to gain by this shit. Nothing at all. Save the man for next year. Let him learn as much of this playbook as possible. That offensive line is atrocious, and that's just the bottom line. We got to build an offensive line for him next year, and we got to go about doing that through free agency and the draft. So cut the jokes out. Cut the jokes out about putting him out there. CJ will still be your starting quarterback if he can go next week.
I hope so.
I'm getting tired of hearing the same old crap, man. Half of these cats didn't even be coaches in the NFL because they don't understand football to the fullest. It's a business. You got to protect your investment. And putting him out there right now going to serve what? You want to win? Win fucking what? We don't want one game all year long. What the hell are we winning?
Amen.
If we win, what we going to win? What we going to win? Nothing.
And for what?
Stop the jokes.
Yeah.
Stop the jokes. You want to talk about some of the inconsistency you see from some of these veterans out here that's been on this team. If you want to talk about that. Don't talk about this CJ kid, man. The boy's a rookie, man. What you expect? Came out here playing with a damn 8-year veteran and Brian Hoyer? Hell, Hoyer's so bad you had to send his ass up out of here. That's the joke.
In fact, that's the guy everybody should be blaming Brian Hoyer for coming in failing and forcing CJ in the accident. He wasn't supposed to be playing this year. He's supposed to be learning.
Exactly. But he got thrust out there, so hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And you got the little sprinkle today to see what happened with, if Garoppolo came in the game. He got your touchdown. So you done seen something. Okay?
Well, that was entertaining.
And that's all you need to see.
Yeah. Well, that was an entertaining moment. I did not expect. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect that. I did say to myself, it'd be great Jimmy G came out there and immediately got a touchdown. Trez, 20 seconds later, in the end zone. Damn!
Hey,
And that's the future. That's what's to come, Ronbo. That's the future.
It can wait.
But can't everybody want to rush. It's just like rushing the judgment. Everybody want to rush the process. You can't rush the fucking process, man. You got to wait for this man to develop. Wait for this man to get the playbook down. I mean, I'm saying he done showed you. I knew what Garoppolo brings to the table. If any quarterback sit behind Tom Brady and ain't learned the damn thing, then he damn sure don't need to be in this league.
4 years, and you got Belichick also working him and McDaniel at the same time. They would have got rid of his ass if he had no potential. A long time ago. That's like you say, you don't stay there. Well, they've had other quarterbacks behind, and no, they didn't. Those guys were gone after a year or two with the max. It's not like that with this kid.
Then you want to get out here and risk getting a player that we spent a second-round pick for. You crazy?
Yeah.
Stop the jokes, man.
You know my campaign. I've been crying about that the whole time.
Somebody who going to win. Win what? Who going to win? A game?
Yeah.
And it's a bigger picture here. But that's it, Ronbo. That's all I got. I'm gonna save my let me holler at you for Monday night, Ron.
All right, we'll keep the lines rolling tomorrow night. Trez. Don't you give up tomorrow night, Trez.
With the dumb stuff on here.
Some people just they're not thinking. Like I said, I don't know if it's true yet. It seems like it must be true because the players will holler back up in the stands. The players ain't going to do that. This is why I feel so bad because I know it's true. Fans were actually cheering CJ being hurt. God, somebody.
And if they were cheering that, and I don't know what to say. I don't know where our fan base is.
Jesus Christ.
I really don't. If they were doing some dumb shit like that, I really don't know.
It's so sad.
Really don't.
Okay. Hey, Trez, be looking for you tomorrow night, all right?
I mean, the whole thing is, if we 5-time world champions, not an if there, but I'm saying we are 5-time world champions. Then, as a fan, you got to know where we stand and where we been. So what's with the joke? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a process.
Yeah. Carry yourself with some amount of class. We don't cheer guys on
Act
the
like
field.
you've been somewhere before. We've been to the promised land plenty of times. We've been there and we've delivered 5 of them. So what is this? Like we some new team on the block that ain't won a championship.
Okay, Judge, there you go right there because you got a lot of fans. We got a generation of fans that hasn't seen anything yet. They saw Kaepernick in the Harbaugh era, and we almost won there. But they don't know. They don't feel the legacy from before, so they tend to act in a way that they are acting because they don't have that connection.
Ronbo,
it's still inexcusable. I'm trying to find them an excuse.
It's on the History Channel. It's on the History Channel. It's on YouTube. That's all they got to do. And they can catch themselves right up to where we currently are.
Exactly. All right, Trez. I'll look for you tomorrow night, okay?
All right, Ronbo.
All right.
That's my time. I'm going. Shout out to 2 people. Shout out to my tag team partner, man.
Yeah.
And then special shout out to Michael Crabtree for not bitching up and letting that Quali, whatever the hell his name is, boy, snatch his damn chain off last year. Going after his ass and don't let him punk you no damn more. You know, a lot of people don't like Crabtree. I always like Crabtree. I still will like Crabtree. You know what I'm saying? But
I especially
don't ever let a man bitch you up. You know what I'm saying? And I shout out to you, Crabtree, for going at him like you did today. I wish you'd have connected on that right, but not break your hand up.
I didn't know he had it in him. I was impressed with Crabtree.
Yeah.
Talib was running too.
Yeah.
He was running as hard as he could. Crabtree was all over him.
He thinks some punks out on the field. Somebody scared of him. Man, get out of here. Bump 10 up.
Oh, God. All right, Trez. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, man.
All right, Ronbo. I'm gone.
Yo. Yeah. God. People keep bringing that up. I keep laughing, man. They showed that on the sheet. Crabtree was ready to go. He said, I had enough. I don't give a damn about this game. I'm going to kick your ass. Oh, Michael. All right, hey. Let's go to Joey. Joey. Man, I need to see that again. I need to get a replay of that again. I can't wait to see that again. Crabtree,
what's going on, Ronbo?
Michael Crabtree. Joey, Michael Crabtree turned into the Invincible Hulk. I could not stop laughing. Man, that hurt me, man. My ribs started hurting, man. Finally, after all these years. Why did you do that to Richard Sherman, damn it? All right. Joey, what's up, man? I mean, you know, what are you thinking after this game? We had a lot of experiences in this game. We went to sadness, to anger, to jubilation, exciting, and wow, it's just crazy. But what's on your mind?
Garoppolo had a nice, 3 plays? That was very nice. 3 plays? You know, a little peek of what we could expect to see next year.
And against the Seahawks,
so that was nice. The thing I was disappointed though was the, like you alluded to, was the booing. You know, with CJ.
Yeah, that's just.
So I don't know if that was not cheering. I should say, not booing. I don't know if that was because Garoppolo went in or CJ got hurt or whatever the case was, but.
I'm pretty sure
for CJ getting hurt, man, that's not cool, man.
Yeah, because if the 49er fans, if the players are yelling back at people in the stands, you know it's exactly what they've been accused of. The players ain't gonna go after the fans for that. They did it.
Yeah.
Damn.
I still like Orlando Brown in the first round. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
we gotta draft him. O-line should be our number 1 priority in the draft, as far as I'm concerned. Now, if you are going to sign anybody in free agency, Ronbo, if you want, the only guy that, if you want to do a left tackle, do Nate Solder because he has familiarity with Garoppolo because he's the left tackle for the Patriots. And he's coming off his rookie deal. And obviously being both from the Patriots, that might have covering his blind side. That would be a good signing, in my opinion.
And then we got the Patriots, a 3rd round pick. The Patriots could clean up on us this year, right? They get a 2nd round pick for Garoppolo. They get a 3rd round pick compensation for Solder if he comes to San Francisco. So
Solder's a free agent.
Yeah, but you know what? How it goes when a player leaves you and goes to another team. For some reason, the team that takes you in is you're obligated to give him a 3rd round draft pick, which I don't understand. But yeah, that's. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. I think we got to get Orlando Brown though. Just talk about Barkley, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
I think that's a waste of a pick because the thing is that what's he going to run through? You know, if you lose Hyde, you don't want to pay him or whatever, but then you have no O-line for him to run through. Jeff Davis getting up in age, you should replace him while you can. And Orlando Brown would be a perfect replacement.
Joey, question: What does Penn State's offensive line look like? Are they good?
I cannot hear you. You're breaking in and out.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Penn State, their offensive line, is it any good?
Saquon Barkley. It's okay. All right.
Are they okay? Yeah. Because that'll give you a better idea. Joey, you should probably mute whatever you're playing.
I'm getting it.
Oh, somebody else is doing that. Okay. Yeah. No, it depends.
I'm getting an echo. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, your offensive line. If Saquon Barkley is running with a so-so offensive line, I know the 49ers looking at that too. Yeah. They're going to see. Okay, look at this offensive line. He's got one of the best offensive line in college football. But if he's running through a so-so offensive line, they may take a look closely. I don't know. Because I think they want to
what are you going to do with that offensive line? If you take Saquon Barkley with the first pick, you have no offensive line, then what are you going to do? Then you're going to go 2nd, 3rd, hope you can get a premier lineman in the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th round? That's not seem reasonable to me because you got to get a for sure thing. I would say McGlinchey, Nelson, or Brown. I think it would have to be one of those 3 guys.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be all 3 of them, but get one of them.
At least one of them.
But you see, here's the thing that a lot of callers don't get is they say, "Oh, well, look at what the Cowboys did. They drafted, what's his name, Elliott, right? They drafted Elliott. Look how he is. He's great, right? But what they don't know is that they had that offensive line already. They spent the previous 3 years on 1 pick. They got the center, Martin, and Frederick. Or no, Frederick's the center, and then Martin, and I forget the other guy's name, but there was 3 guys. So they already had their line. They just happened that Romo went down, he broke his arm, leg, whatever it was, and he was out for the year. They only had 4 wins. So Elliott was a perfect pick, so that kind of filled their team nicely. This is completely different. You have no O-line, and you need a lot of help.
Yeah.
So what you got to do is you got to go O-line first and then fill in the sexy picks.
That's where it goes. Joey, we got to stop. But you know what? I really do think they're going to address that offensive line as hard as they can in free agency. So we'll see what happens. Because, you're always going to do better with guys that got experience and been through the league and proven themselves. The draft pick is always a guy you got to hope it works. You're not sure, but you got to hope. Joey, I tell you what, we're gonna let's tomorrow night, buddy. All right.
You got it, bud.
All right.
Good one.
Good night. All right. And there he is, the Hulkster.
What's up, Ronbo, brother? Ronbo.
Yo.
First time this whole year I got to watch the game on TV.
All right.
I was excited.
And you got to see Jimmy G.
But see, Trent Brown was playing against the Giants, wasn't he?
Yeah. You know what? We didn't realize how much a difference he makes. I think we do tonight, though.
But, I mean,
or today.
Against the Giants, of course, with Trent Brown. But, I mean, when CJ had all day, he looked like Tom Brady. I
tell you.
So I was watching the game, but I remember, and when Brian Hoyer went down, everybody was cheering to have CJ come in, though.
Yeah, I know.
So what's the difference?
Yeah. I tell you what. Here's the thing. What you just mentioned is very interesting because the fact is, if CJ looked good against the Giants because Trent Brown was over there making sure nobody came running through the rampage to the right side, JPP is still pissed off about that. But just think what Garoppolo will look like behind Trent Brown protection. This is what I find that even more intriguing. Because CJ needs more time to polish. He's not NFL ready prime time, not quite. He's going to be good, though, because he's done a well enough job while he's been in there. But, we have a quarterback that can do a better job than that right now. And CJ, after a year or so or two, he can be brought right up to speed, So we'll see about that.
But I have to admit, seeing Garoppolo in there.
That's amazing.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Tom Brady Jr.
3 plays. And see, was that Lewis Murphy that scored, or was it Aldrick Robinson? Because Aldrick Robinson got the first pass.
Okay, yeah.
I thought it was Lewis Murphy.
You might be right, because Robinson was one of them, but I don't know if it's a touchdown or not. But man,
he got the first pass before he ran. Right after he ran.
The thing is, that window was that was as tight as it gets.
Oh man,
he put that pass right where,
on that one.
Yeah, he put that pass. It couldn't be put anywhere else. And since when do our guys have hands like that? That was amazing. He made that catch. Wow. Whoa.
And I agree with Trez and you. We just seen in 3 plays what Garoppolo can do. We don't need to put him in for this year.
Been saying that the whole time because I watched that tape against him in Arizona, and I knew.
Oh, I did too.
I couldn't argue with people because
I watched that about 10 times.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking, Sam Mendola and Edelman and
I know all-star receivers.
We got good receivers.
But look what he did. Look what he did with what we have.
In 3 plays.
Yeah.
But my question is, was Seattle's starters in?
Yeah, they were still out there. In fact,
were they? Okay.
Yeah, Michael Bennett, that whole crew of goons was out there. They didn't see. Okay, they didn't quit because the 49ers, the Seahawks don't like to be scored on. They take that very seriously.
Yeah.
So when they seen Garoppolo come in, you bet they put their foot on the gas. They for sure in their mind, they want the 49ers to know we don't care who you bring in, we own your asses. San Francisco is ours. You bring him in. They bring Garoppolo in.
It looked like to me that the O-line blocked better for Garoppolo.
Well, you know what happened? You see how Garoppolo.
I mean, he had all day to throw that pass.
Yeah, but did you see how he maneuvered in the pocket, though? You see, Garoppolo.
Oh yeah.
You see how he maneuvered, what was really it still amazes me every time I think about it. I can't wait to watch it again. I didn't know that he noticed that pressure coming from his right side. They were coming like gangbusters too. I mean, they were free. They got past the offensive line already. I said, "Oh God!" And he just calmly, not quickly, not panicked, he calmly stepped up and to the left, and then he started trotting toward his left, and he started directing the receiver. Boom! Hits him for a touchdown. I said, "Whoa! We've not seen anything like that." I don't remember the last time we've seen anything like that. Garcia was
And he's
good.
got some wheels. He's got some freaking wheels.
Yeah, you should take off in that first play when he took off. But he took off at exactly the right time, and there was a gap in there that he could get into. I'm telling you, the guy, he could play. I knew he could play. As I said, I watched him play against Arizona. Arizona's got a mad dash rush, too. He handled them like babies.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy's, he's legit. I'm delighted. So, all right. Hey, Hulkster, I'll see you tomorrow night, man. I didn't realize we've been here forever. Woo! It's been a great night. All right. It's going to be fun tomorrow night.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night.
Right,
and one more thing.
Yeah.
Friday, I said keep Hyde. Hell no. Get rid of his freaking bitch ass.
It was a abbreviated session of Let Me Holler at You. Hey, Hulkster, come on back. Man. Let's elaborate on that tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
Okay.
Hyde
is
in trouble with a lot of people. All right, man. Now, and also,
Nick Chubb. All right.
Isn't it? Good night, babe. Hey, tell you what, man. Here's the thing. Good night. Because here's the thing. Gohard is watching everybody. And be careful, guys. I'm telling you. Gohard's taking notes. He's going to come in. He's going to hit you hard. So if you're coming in tomorrow night with Hyde, anything negative, be ready. We got an international caller. Who's that? Who could that be on my... It's got to be Jack, right?
Hello, Ronbo.
Oh, it's not Jack. Who is this?
Tony, mate.
Oh, Tony. Yeah, it's either Tony or Jack all the time. Tony! Did you enjoy that game? Not to be mistaken, though, for Jack.
How you going,
Tony's
brother?
a lot more polite.
How you going, mate?
Doing all right now. I tell you, I seen all I needed to see tonight, and that was the best thing. Except for the fans, sort of. There's a lady named Donna Bell wrote in, Niner fans specifically should never act like that. That's Hawk behavior. We got to get them down low. Hawk fans up out of our feeds and stands. So there's a lot of fan feedback or blowback from that little behavior that we had during the game when CJ went down. And the 49er players were actually up in arms, working the fans. Now, we should never have a scene where the players are actually trying to slap the fans back in order. That was kind of disgusting. So, you know.
Yeah, it was a little bit. But I think CJ needs to play out the rest of the year. We've seen what Garoppolo can do, and that was, I mean, if you had to put a word on it, I'd say smooth.
Yeah.
Garoppolo was just smooth, you know.
Silk. Yeah.
But the most important thing, I think, is that for CJ to play the season's bust anyway. We're not going anywhere. Yes. So for him, game time is very important for him.
Yes, agreed.
So he plays the season out. Garoppolo's got 4 off-season games to fire up, and then we get on with the show.
Sure.
We know Garoppolo's going to start next year, but the game time for CJ is, I think, extremely important.
Yes.
And there's no need for Garoppolo to play the rest of this year. I mean, unless, of course, poor old CJ, gets injured, but that's another story. But I think we need to bring this boy up to scratch so that what happens if Garoppolo gets injured in the first 2 games? Then what?
Yeah. Ridiculous.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that as more game time he gets, is better for him.
It's invaluable. He needs that. If he's going to be the backup quarterback, the more reps he gets right now, the better in game time, real time situations. And this way, Kyle knows the adjustments he needs to make on CJ going forward. I agree, Tony. I completely agree.
So then, I don't think Garoppolo's going to get injured. I mean, like you said in a couple of shows before, he's not a small boy. And if you watch some of the film, he knows how to get out of the pocket and get away from danger. So
yeah, that's true. He really handles pressure well. Way better than I'd even imagine. Well, he humiliated the Hawks, actually. They were they were driving. They had their ears pinned back. They were coming in 100 miles an hour. He calmly stepped away from them, which was hilarious.
Yeah, that was smooth. That was very smooth.
Oh, God. Hey, Tony, I want to remind you. Tony, you can zoom in on Sundays, by the way. Tony, I wanted to remind you. You can zoom in on Sundays.
Yeah, I know. I just got home, so I thought I'd just throw my 20 cents in the ring and that's about it. That's all I've got for today. But yeah, CJ needs as much game time as he can, so we can have a good backup quarterback just in case something happens to Garoppolo next year. I mean, Garoppolo's got four off-season games, to prime himself up, and I reckon, they'll make a deal with him about how much money they're going to pay him then,
Yeah, and he was going to sit
in the off-season games.
And you're right, he was going to sit all 4 years. He was going to sit this year if he stays in New England anyway. So him sitting down for the rest of the season is not a big deal. He's taking it all in. So it's not a big deal. He'll be fine. If anybody's concerned about him being anxious and wanting to get out of the field, he was fine. He says he's probably thinking to himself, I was going to sit down behind Tom all year anyway. So I can certainly wait this year because starting next year, this is my team mostly. So it doesn't matter if he sits and waits and stays out of harm's way until they make some adjustments. Although, something, Tony? I don't think he'd get hurt. The way he handled that rush tonight was amazing. I'm impressed, but I want a better offensive line out there. So, but we throw with CJ.
Yeah, we need that 100%.
Exactly. Okay. All right, Tony. Tell you what, I'm going to go.
All right, Ronbo. Tomorrow.
All right.
Tomorrow should be interesting, brother.
Oh, it'll be crazy. All right. He knows.
All right, boys. Have a good day. Well, talk to you again.
All right, bro. Let's go.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you, Tony. All right. Let us go to Bishop. Hey, Bishop, man. People have been calling for Bishop for a long time now. He only makes appearances every now and then. Bishop. I'm serious, man. You got fans.
Ronbo?
You got fans, man. I'm serious, man. Somebody asked about you. A couple of people asked about you recently. And I said, yeah, Bishop, he'll be in when he has time. So, you think somebody said you sound like Eric Reid.
I don't know if that's a compliment or a bad thing, but hey, I'll take it. Maybe because I go at the fans too. Maybe that's
God, I don't know what was.
Maybe because I go at the fans like Eric Reid, man.
Need to, man. I don't know what they were thinking. My God, that was just terrible. But what do you thinking, man? About this whole situation we got going on here.
Yeah. Well, it went exactly how I, thought it would go.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a good thing to let CJ play in Seattle so he can, fall flat on his face.
Oh, God.
Everybody was hyping him up after the Giants game, and I love CJ. CJ's a good backup.
Sure. Yeah.
Keyword backup, but I knew, okay, let him play. He won him their first game. Let him get 5 games, and then let's make way for the Jimmy G era.
Yeah.
So he can play 5 games too, and you'll get to see both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I thought, we saw in the 3 snaps. I mean, granted it was a garbage time, but I've been saying it all along. At least with Jimmy G, you'll get a competent quarterback.
Yeah. He's
under center.
He's polished.
And also, I got to disagree with that last caller about not, allowing Jimmy G to ride the bench for the rest of the season. I said you play him the rest of the season.
Yeah, no. See, and of course, I'm with him. I don't see any point in bringing Jimmy G out. But you know what? If we're gonna keep CJ though, the concern is if you're gonna keep CJ, this is invaluable time for him to learn. I don't know, his knee may take him out. I don't know, but letting CJ 5 more games could be a great learning tool, and then Shanahan can use that experience after the game. They look at tape. This is a real game. You're getting better with the speed. You're doing this. Now, here's what you should probably do in this situation, and this is what you should look for. I mean, you can make these kind of adjustments now. So by next year, we've got a really comparable backup.
Yeah, a backup.
Yeah.
That's my point. Why do we need to make sure the backup
look at what's going on?
Knows just as much, gets more comfortable than the starter. See, I feel like let Jimmy make his mistakes right now for these last 5 games, so he can be a little bit more prepared going into the season, so we could have a better chance
you think he's going to be
of being playoff contenders.
You think he's going to make that many mistakes? Because I know CJ's going to. Garoppolo, you could see when he ran out on the field, that's about as competent as a backup as you're ever going to see. Well, when you're a backup to Brady, you're only sitting there, not necessarily because you're not a good quarterback, because Brady's just above the elite. So I'm saying, with CJ, if he gets time in now, otherwise Hundley over in Green Bay, I feel sorry for him every time he goes down. They have not prepared him to be a backup. He gets killed as soon as he walks out on the field.
Yeah.
That can happen to us. Something can happen.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I can see why you could, sit out Jimmy for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
But, I just feel like because we know this guy, he will be the starter.
Yeah.
Why not let him get, a good feel of the game for the rest of the season? And it's more like an evaluation period at this point. We just evaluate him. So he can make his mistakes like Matt Ryan in his first season. And he'll be just, boom, just like that come next season. I don't want him to learn his mistakes in the offseason, next offseason. I want him to learn it, or during the preseason. I want him to learn his mistakes now when we have little to nothing. Because if he looks good with little to nothing, just imagine how he'll look with all the weapons that we need, at least a majority of the weapons that we need. And also I'll say this too, the offensive line is horrible, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be. And I say that just because CJ has horrible pocket awareness.
Yeah.
I don't know if people realize that, but he does not have good pocket awareness. And he didn't have it in Iowa. But he's tough.
Yeah.
So that means that he's tough, but he has no pocket awareness. Mm-hmm. That's why he's so tough, because he has zero pocket awareness.
I didn't really,
so he gets beat up.
And I didn't really realize that until tonight. You're right. He's got to know when to move. You've seen him do it on occasion, though, Bishop. Every now and then you see him knowing when to step up, step left, step right. Every now and then, but he makes a decision too late is the only time. There were several times during this game, and he made the decision too late, and the defense was already on him when he decided to make a move one way or the other. So these are the things that I say could be ironed out now, because he learned tonight the hard way, and I'm hoping he learned.
Yeah,
and but I don't.
It can be ironed out from the sidelines.
Yeah, because the thing
he can learn it from holding the clipboard. He can learn it from there.
True, but
that's what he can do, Ronbo.
But you can see that Jimmy G has no problem with that. He handled the Hawks like
he can see Jimmy G work on the field. He can see how Jimmy G does it on the field.
He can learn
that's the best way he can learn that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
They'll just develop bad habits.
Play next week. I heard somebody say he may play next week against Chicago, and he might. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that'd be perfect. That's where he's from.
Yeah. And that's probably why they'd start him there. If they're
he might want to show out in front of his hometown. So
and that's
I say definitely start him.
Yeah. It looks like it might be possible. So.
Oh, yeah. So, but, I'm going to definitely let you let other callers have it. One more thing, too, man. Y'all stop crying about Ray Armstrong, man. He's mediocre at best. So stop crying about him, man. Let's go. Nice.
Oh, God. All right, Bishop. Good to hear from you, man. Don't be no stranger now. Get back tomorrow, will you? Okay. Let's go to Nate. Nate!
Hey, hold on, man. Hold on. I'm watching the game real quick. Let me turn it down for you.
Yeah, please, Nate. Mute that out because you get all in your speakers. Or in your headphone.
Yeah.
All right.
How are you, man? Yeah, I watch Garoppolo those last two plays. I like it.
Extraordinary.
So,
I didn't expect all that. That was especially against the Hawks. Yeah.
No, it was great to finally see him get out on the field. He looked like he had all the timing. Now it doesn't seem like we actually need an offensive line because we actually have a quarterback who's aware of the pocket presence and can get away from the actual pressure. It can make efficient throws. Very impressed with him. In only 2 sessions just watching him, man, he looked really he looked precise and very I don't know, it looked like he was part of the team already, He's been practicing for a long time.
Exactly.
And so I was impressed. Just to say I was impressed.
It was impressive. It was impressive. You can't help but to be impressed. That was ridiculous. It was too good. I didn't expect all that.
Yeah, great. No. Only 2 plays and he scored a touchdown. Probably could have won that game if he would have started.
Chances are good because all we needed was an offense.
Go ahead. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead.
No,
what were we going to say?
I was just interjecting just a little bit. I didn't want to take over. I was just saying all we needed was an offense, and that would have won the game because the defense was doing fine, but they were just out there too much. Ooh. We lost Nate. Nate, you still there? Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, it gets to the point where, you wonder if Jimmy G would have started the game. I don't know. There was a couple of times when we did have something going on. I think the timing on Jimmy G's pattern, the way that he plays, it does make a difference. Maybe it would be nice to see if he does play next week. I'd like to see him just play the first half. I just don't want him out there the whole time. But at the same time, I feel bad if I say that. What am I saying? It's okay to put CJ out there? Oh, it's a very strange thing. I don't know. It's the same. You're supposed to feel that way about your starter anyway. So, and CJ is going to be the backup. And it's not because he's a bad quarterback. It's because he's a rookie. Yeah, I'm back. We've been running a long time where you actually ran him. But, Nate. Hold on a second. All right, go ahead, Nate. Oh, not yet. Okay, hold on. I got to wait, Nate.
Can't even get off blocks.
He was invisible tonight, wasn't he? I had forgotten all about he was playing. And then Tank Carradine had a bad night too. So we didn't have anybody on the big end. So I don't know.
We're gonna have to draft. We're gonna have to draft defense, man. We're gonna have to draft defense. I'm sorry, man. That's it. I don't care. We're gonna have to draft defense. We're gonna have to.
I know. And hopefully they can address the offensive line through free agency because they're gonna have to get. We need some speed rushers. Bad. Oh, it's desperately bad.
I know.
I can't tell which is worse. The offensive line.
I know.
Man.
What are we gonna do with Thomas? I mean, he doesn't. I don't think he even fits inside right now. He can't. I don't know. I haven't seen anything he can do constructive at all. He can't It seems like all he has is a bull rush. Remember I mentioned that in the first games. All he had is a bull rush. It seems like that's all he has is a bull rush.
Yeah, he's gonna have to stay inside, number one, and stop. You can't put him on the edge. Offensive linemen, they can handle him coming off the edge. But on the inside, working with the guards in the center, he's better there. You're right. Solomon, I think he's out of shape though, Nate. He's been off for how many weeks? These guys fall really out of shape, and even after 2 weeks with the bye, we had players out there playing tonight like they haven't played in a month. It's a strange thing. I didn't expect them to come in looking like that. We had players tonight that looked really bad. It looked like they were just out of shape or something. It just wasn't the speed, the crispness.
The corners did a great job. The corners did a great job. They're coming along now. The defensive backs of the San Francisco 49ers are coming along now. They look like they're, they did a lot of good things, man. They did a lot of good things out there. I've seen a lot of improvement by the secondary. It was more of the pass rush. We didn't have anything, and then we couldn't take down Russell Wilson again. It's so frustrating. I mean, you got what's that guy? Coyle came at him and tripped on his own foot. And he couldn't get him down, and then that third and 7 play he got. Yeah. Oh my God, I was so pissed. That was the backbreaker right there. We could have stayed in the game, man. And then Beathard got injured. I don't know what happened. Do you know what happened to Beathard at all? Because I didn't pay attention to the injury at all.
No, he was standing there in a tackle, and the guys in the booth seemed to think it was a legal tackle. I thought he got hit around his shins. They said they tackled him above the knees. What did he do? Slide down, I guess? They said they hit him. It looked to me like he hit him right in the shins, and that put a lot of stress on the knee, of course. So I don't know. The announcers are a little strange because what I saw was right below his knees, which his knees just straightened out. The legs just from that pressure just straightened out, and the knee, of course, got sprained, and he went down. Was that?
So who's going to be starting next week? It's going to be Garoppolo then.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
it's going to be Garoppolo.
He's taking an MRI tomorrow. We'll see. They didn't give any final note on that yet. He limped off the field.
It's going to be Garoppolo. We're going to finally see Garoppolo get in there. We have no choice at this point. We have no choice but to see that man get up in there now.
Yeah,
because now Beathard is down, so we have no choice but to see him now. And we might win more games than we want to win right now because we do want a high pick. I understand that we do, but I also want to win games. Yeah. I want to be respectable again in the league. I want to be able to be proud of my team. And I don't care if we get these cheap wins, but I understand we missed out on Von Miller because we won those when we had, what was that guy? Last year's quarterback we had, Jim Tom Sula. I forgot his name already, man. He doesn't matter. But when we drafted Aldon Smith, 7th pick, I think, and we could have been right down there and drafted Von Miller at 2nd because we started winning games at the end of the season And then we could have drafted Von Miller. We would have solidified that pass rush a long time ago. Mm-hmm. But we always win. We shouldn't win any more games. I want to solidify that pass rush. We need a pass rusher. We haven't had a pure pass rusher since Charles Haley and stuff. Not even Justin Smith was providing that kind of actual pressure. Alden Smith, the only reason he had success is because of Justin Smith. They were always using that one hole they were using inside, And then Alden Smith lost his career because of his bad attitude. There's just so many things that happen.
Yeah.
And we haven't had a good team, and I want success back in San Francisco. We need this team to go. I wasn't even paying attention to the game. I was, so unfocused in the game. I was like, it's no reason to watch the games. I have no passion in watching the games at this point. No passion. I'm just watching them just to be a fan.
Yeah. It gets that way, doesn't it? And you expect better results and you don't get them. I agree. Especially coming off the win.
It's just so bad to watch. And then you got Carlos Hyde, who's, I don't know, he's not even running with any power like he used to. Britta is much better. I like him so much more. He's so much faster. He seems to hit the pockets quicker. I like him so much more. He's so much faster. He's got that natural ability to break away, and we need that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Hyde is not really a good inside runner either. He seems to get knocked down on the first tackle. It doesn't break away a lot anymore like he used to. So there's a lot of things we need to fix in the running back position as well. We need to fix that running back position. Offensive line looked a little better with Garoppolo in there. I know it was the last 2 plays, but Garoppolo was able to get more time, and it looked like the actual offensive line was actually blocking for him a little better, when he created more time.
That's what everybody's noticed.
I think that we can have – go ahead.
No, everybody said that. But I think it had more to do with the way that Garoppolo was manipulating both the offensive line and the pass rush. And that was what he did was that was really special. I've not seen that in a long time. I saw some of them doing that last year, but not like he did it today. He's actually improved, I think, since last year.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. It's all that being under Tom Brady and the system out of New England. I mean, he was actually just. The thing is, he's not a shot quarterback, so he has confidence. Mm-hmm. The thing is, he has confidence in the ability to want to play in the league, and he understands what the timings and to make the correct throws and exactly what the route is going to look like. He understands exactly the timing and the seconds when he needs to throw that ball. Absolutely. He was already showing us that. In the 2 plays he had, he showed us that.
Absolutely.
He showed us that in the shotgun formation.
Yeah. Nate, we got to stop.
Nate,
if you get time,
I know we do.
Be looking for you tomorrow night, okay?
Okay, go Nana. Go Nana.
Nate's got that down. Night, Nate. Man, I'm going to put a wrap on it, man. I'm telling you, man. Let me look at some of the things they're saying up here. Toby Rosales, of course, get the O-line and free agency, and I think that's what they're going to want to do. The 49ers want seasoned pros out there in the offensive line because you run a risk. I know in the draft it would be good if we could get him, but you run a risk if he can handle it or not. Because the problem with the college, and it's getting bad too. I don't know in the next few years. I don't know how bad it's going to get. But coaches don't seem to emphasize that skill like they should. So by the time a kid comes into the pros, he's not really fully prepared to play the offensive line as he should be able to. Defenders run right through these guys like they're paper. So they're probably going to look for guys in the draft or the free agency, just like Toby's talking about. Let's see here. Kello has long arms. Salvador Berbiska. Yeah, Kello's coming along. And you see attitude today? He's going to get confident. He's going to get cocky. I love it. Iron Cheeks says, I believe Dave was the best clay player, 2 tackles, and boy, he's got speed. Day. Sheldon Day. Yeah. Why did they use Sheldon Day more than one? He only came in for a couple of plays, didn't he? Sheldon Day was all over little Russie. And he's a big dude, but Russ was running for his life. I loved it. Donabell believes Jimmy G is going to get slaughtered. Unfortunately, we have no protection. Donabell, maybe not. He seems to know how to handle that pressure. If you saw tonight, as I say, the Hawks were coming after him like madmen. They thought they had him. He calmly stepped out in front of them. And on one play, he avoided them completely and ran away from the pressure instead of into it. And on that last play before that touchdown, they were coming to kill him there. He calmly stepped away from him without turning his head. That was what amazed me. He trots to his left. He finds a guy in the end zone. He throws for a touchdown. I think he'll be okay. I really do. At least I'm thinking that way now. Adam Tatum says this call is talking about we could have drafted Von Miller as if Trent Baalke would have made the right pick. Trent Baalke, you're right. I bet you Trent Baalke knew nothing about what Von Miller was going to be like, or had no idea what he was capable of. Jimmy G played Texans already. Is that right? Last year, I guess. All right. Ian Sharp, Trent can't pick his nose unless he has an ACL injury. I'm losing my voice here, guys. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take off. And look for you tomorrow. We're going to do Red Gold Radio, and there's some people that need to be called out. We're going to keep it not personal, but it's going to be directed toward football, so not to worry. We're going to try to get it so it's more not frightening, okay? We've talked to everybody. They seem to agree. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, 7 p.m. PST. I'll see you on Rewind in a few minutes as well, and we can talk more football. Because Jimmy G, the media is going to go nuts. So be ready, man. When you check out some of the things you're going to see on the internet right now, it's going to be the Jimmy G Show. What he did was impressive. They're going to blow it up. So, hey. But listen, CJ still deserves love. I will not go along with beating up on CJ. He's a rookie. He did the best he could. He's a brave kid. He just needs more polish, and he needs more grooming. He'll be fine. But hey, before you leave, please, don't forget like. I know, I need likes. It makes me feel appreciated. See you in a little bit. Niners!